Steve, where's my mouse? Where the fuck seriously, where is my mouse? There it is. All right.
Is it on that screen, or that screen?
Or that screen. All right. So, last session, you guys everyone had arrived in Axholm, and you had the opportunity to say goodbye to Zash and Nylor. It was then that you were introduced to you and me, as Lenine introduced them, explaining that they had arrived, the two of them who were both goblins, had arrived in Axholm, and actually had arrived in Phandalin about the same time as the Black Dragon cultist attack. There's a little bit of tension there, but Lenine was able to cut it down, saying that, they had already been dealing with the cult. She then pulled you guys aside in order to talk to you about the situation that the people of Phandalin here are facing, explaining that, while Axholm is a temporary place of reprieve, that either the town of Phandalin needs rebuilt or they need to relocate in order to allow people to start moving on with their lives. And so with that, it was suggested that the town of Lylon, where the original group had been told to go and help out at by Lord Neverember, and actually it's a place that me and you had already known about, as they are, from a little bit further to the south there.
Since we pirates.
Yeah. So, you guys came to this decision that you, there was basically two courses of action. One was that somebody needed to go up and inform Tiber Wester that, the situation of his brother's passing, and then heading out to Lylon in order to talk to the people out there, as me and you explained that it was being rebuilt, but was still definitely in those works, and also as was described by Lord Neverember. So the group opted to go that route in order to go and talk to the people in Lylon, to make sure that it was, safe, secure, that it was accessible to the townsfolk, so that you guys weren't just marching an entire group out that way, that it was going to take a few days travel to even make the trip out there with all the folks. So with your smaller group being able to travel across land, you were going to be able to make it out there, by the next day. And you guys, you guys sort of talked about here and there. It was also revealed that whenever the word pirate is said, that a rat with a slice of pie jumps out of Me's hat. And so that was a situation. And
it
then
happens.
Yeah. And then
you got to make friends with Piper.
True. And then, what else does Stacey have here? Because honestly, I did not write notes for this session, because these last 2 weeks have been just chaos.
Great.
So,
get to the very end.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, and then, that's right, yeah. So, yeah, because it was more or less you guys chatting with some of the people there while you rested up before heading out. And then you guys started making your way out towards Lylon in the middle of, towards the evening, with the plans of resting out in the fields that evening and then heading over there earlier in the morning. As you guys were traversing, though, it was a few hours later, you came across a guy who had been surrounded by a slew of boars. He shouted out to help him as you saw these 8 boars were trying to get at him as he was standing up on a rock, and you could see that his bow,
all the heavy lifting.
There was a bow on the ground that lay broken, and with that, you I forget who exactly was the first one to take a shot, but it was then revealed. Oh, that's right. It was
Smith Fireball.
Yeah, Smith Fireball. There we go. There's the map that I was looking for.
Fireball.
So Smith fireballed them, and the moment that he did, flashes of lightning and crashes of thunder came down around the area, lighting up the place, and the boars all turned into half-orc creatures that all started to shoot lightning at the group, downing Albina, Smith, and Iluna. And then realizing that we messed some things up and that Iluna technically wouldn't have been down. Through all the chaos, everyone survived, but a little bit worse for wear in that moment.
Speak for yourself. I only lost 5 hit points.
True. But you guys were able to meet. You guys were able to meet the human scout that you guys protected.
What was his name?
It was me and you, right?
That's Aaron and Jared's names.
Was it Lance?
Was it Lance?
Oh, I did write that down.
For some reason, I have Lance.
I wrote that down.
Hunter, very weird.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Oh, sweet. Glad you remembered.
I have 2 notes. Storm
do
got
have another
tattoos
set
on
of
Orc
notes.
Bear. Orc,
I have.
and then Lance. Hunter, very weird.
Cool.
Alright.
All right. Well,
I had Lance.
Well,
I
there you
also
have it.
forgot Yeah, Lance Spalding. Oh, I remember laughing at his last name because it sounded like a ball.
okay. What was his whole name?
Lance Spalding.
Oh, that's
Ah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah, because I was gonna say I know I was using Kassoon's generator for that. Yeah. So like I said, you guys rested that evening. We're gonna be picking back up in the morning. As you guys have gotten your well-deserved rest, we will put the clock at about 6 a.m. as the sun is rising over the Sword Mountains off to the east.
I cast Thaumaturgy to wake everybody up with loud noises.
Yeah, just Albina. 'cause she's
Literally
one of the
just
only
Albina.
people still asleep.
Wait, what?
Everyone else will be annoyed with you.
I don't need to sleep.
Albina,
Yeah, most of us don't.
Albina,
need to do
you
much.
are awoken from your slumber by the sound of you shouting something.
How far away is he from me?
We're in camp.
Yeah,
hopefully.
you're in camp. You're within like 30 feet of all of you.
I was gonna say, as me is woken up by this, dealing with you for so long, he knows exactly what's going on, and he just goes, "Get the Goblin Slayer axe. Give me 5 more minutes by ending his life right now."
Oh, finally a way to take him out.
Bina's gonna make eye
Okay.
contact with him as she grabs her Goblin's Bane.
He's going to shift into
Hold
an
it up.
Aarakocra.
Oh, that's right. You're going into your pirate parrot.
Pirate
I hate the
parrot.
fact that we made that
Jesus.
canon.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
What do you mean, unfortunate?
Yeah.
It was your idea, you bastard.
Yeah, more.
He's the one who's not even from the area.
She's gonna
Which
just
makes
hold
it
her
all
Goblin's
the
Bane
more
and say,
ridiculous.
What's that supposed to do to an Aarakocra?
sorry, I wait for Stacy.
No, that's
Nothing.
fine.
I'm done.
Wait, so he changed form completely to an Aarakocra?
Yes.
Yes.
We know as player or as as players that he's a changeling. I guess we know now.
Yes. So whereas
Or do I have an
before,
item that I can just alter myself?
um
Well, something's going on now.
where
Put it that way.
Hannah, whereas before he oh wait, did I know I sent it to you. Yeah, okay, I'll say I just wanted to make sure. Whereas before you looked like this, he now looks like this.
Yeah. And how long has he been in this form? Like we're waking up, or at least
I imagine he, like waking up. I kind of want to believe that.
As soon as she grabs the Goblin Bane.
Okay. I was gonna say because I would find it hilarious if like you transform you change, then cast thaumaturgy only to like stand there and like.
I like that much better.
She's just gonna. Albina's just gonna like, cause you wait. It was me that told me to grab the Goblin's Bane, right?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
I'm just gonna lift up my Goblin's Bane and be like, "Where is he?" And then I look over all dumbfounded, just like seeing an Aarakocra, and I'm like slowly putting my axe or my Goblin's Bane down. What the? Who are you?
I'm just wondering, like, Iluna would probably be awake. That's why I was asking if we saw him transform, or did he just kind of walk out of the bushes or something?
I mean, that's up to Aaron.
Yeah, that is up to Aaron.
He'll
yourself. I'm gonna lift my Goblin's Bane up further.
I'm not a goblin. I'm an Aarakocra, so that won't hurt.
It's still
me.
a weapon. It'll still kill.
Say it's still an axe, arguably.
The reason I'm
It just won't-
asking
it
because
won't just take
Iluna
your
would be
soul.
like, Albina, it's whoever, me, you.
So
unless Iluna didn't see him change.
Does you change in view of everyone?
No, he will attempt to go into a bush and do it.
Roll me a stealth check, and we're just gonna contest this against passives.
Fair. We just woke
18?
up.
Well, damn.
Iluna would still see this because she has an 18 passive. So, yeah, if it meets it, it beats it.
So Albina's all pissed off, starts pointing her Goblin's Bane. She's like, "Oh, who are you? Identify yourself." What are you?
I am you.
Iluna would be like, Albina, it's fine. I think. How are you not a goblin?
Me will just kind of roll over and just glance at the group and just feel like it's a thing that he does. Much like many of the things, as I keep saying, you'll get used to it.
Yep. This is the pirate captain.
It's hard. The pirate captain. It's hard to get. Oh my! Why is it so big?
Oh God, he's massive.
I just love that he has a raised eyebrows. All.
There's room for more charges in this weapon. I lift my Goblin's Bane. We can do with one less.
He's not a goblin.
Don't wake me again.
Goblin, apparently.
But it's morning. We gotta get going. And hey, Jared, you might want to
gotta
roll too.
But Iluna was
You
going
did
to
say
ask
it's a
what
pirate
else-
captain.
Yes, I did.
Oh. Yeah, that's a thing.
Oh, I can't.
The moment he said it's a pirate, this was our pirate captain. You see a rat pop out of the hat with a slice of apple pie.
Pumpkin.
Nope, apple.
Seasonal.
Yep, two is apple. We have the rolls.
Yeah, 3 is pumpkin. Come on, Stacy, get your shit together.
Oh, I'm trying. It keeps escaping me.
All right,
We'll let it slide this once.
It's like he says this. He says, "Pirate Captain." You see the rat come out as this conversation's going back and forth between Albina and you, where she's just like, we can have one less of you here, and the rat's just like looking back and forth at the two of them. All right. So
No,
yeah.
Luna would
Oh, yep.
want to walk up to and say, I'm trusting to get used to. He doesn't have to run away.
He does not like being approached.
You dare
Something else
approach
to learn
me?
about.
Okay, well, Albina would have been like, I would have literally got up
Uh,
and walked over to him. I was like holding the point of my axe toward his like neck, you know.
I
As I told him there
just
could be one less of you.
want to
But
know.
there can only be one you.
Well, then we can make him non-existent.
Will you all just shut up?
Yeah, why is somebody growling? I just
Oh,
was curious if there's other forms you can take. How are we going
I
to
don't know what you
know who
speak
you
of.
are?
He can take
Well, you
basically any
were
form he wants.
Who wants fried chicken? For
okay.
breakfast?
Out of out of game, would our characters be aware of changelings or things that can make? Because if me just said he can take whatever form he wants,
Any form
I
that I
guess
have
Luna would
seen.
be like, which is a
So,
lot.
I mean, I would say
Are you answering that in character?
So you can be
Like
Albina?
correcting
I mean,
Yeah.
I would say that changelings are known enough that there are creatures with innate ability to turn into other creatures.
other,
So, what
and they
specific?
don't do it with magic or anything. It's just
Well,
kind of
it's just an innate thing that they can do. So, what specifically, the limitations of that may be, that might be beyond, that might be beyond common comprehension and understanding without specifically asking those questions.
Albina's just gonna step one
Right.
over. Let's see what you can be.
no, Albina. You don't
How often
need to threaten
can
him.
you change? Yeah, I would move right here.
That's what I was kind of getting at. Like there are
It doesn't really
humanoids,
say how
beings.
often I can do it. It just says as an action.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it as many times as
Yeah.
you want. You could change. It's an action, which means it takes about 6 seconds because your body kind of like reforms and reshapes, but it would only take you the 6 seconds.
Show me the real you. As she points her goblin's bane to him.
No,
Me doesn't even know the real
Can I-
you.
Luna,
Is he even a
Albina.
goblin? I look over
Albina,
at
there are creatures and humanoids who can change like this.
Me will kind of just finally
We-
get up, still growling somewhat, and for some odd reason, he looks slightly pale for a goblin. But he does end up just getting up, and he just kind of goes. He goes. He's been able to do this since we met him. He normally sticks to the goblin form, but he can basically transform into anybody he's seen. It actually works well whenever you're trying to break into different places or persuade guards, I should say.
I can be
It
royalty.
seems very helpful. But how are we to know when it's him if he's not with us and comes back
Hey,
and
you.
some other character
You see
comes
the cape
back?
that I have on my back? That's the same as yours.
I've seen
Yep.
I would say, does he have
mostly
any kind
all
of
his different forms.
articles
So
of clothing or something that we'd recognize?
I'll be
the
able to
clothing.
know that it's him.
And what if
Okay.
you're gone?
Well, if I'm gone, then suspect that we're both gone. We kind of work together. But
Albina just lowers her goblin's bane.
as
Enough
he
of the
said,
charades.
just
I'm
look
grumpy
for
in
the
the
cape.
mornings.
Speak for your damn
Yeah.
self.
Watch it, me.
Hard to
Yeah,
watch me when
Halloween
it's
is
you.
not a morning.
God damn it.
It seems a fantastic trait you've got there. I mean, the best I can do is disguise myself with this cloak.
Yeah. Whenever I try to do that, nothing happens.
Well,
Hmm. Mine's just camouflage, but it's been helpful in the past.
me will finally get up and he goes, guess we should get some wind in our sails and start heading out.
Hey, remember, we're on land, not sea.
It's all the same.
While you guys are having this conversation, you see Lance loading up his bow that Iluna mended the night before. I do not remember at all what voice I used for him, but
I don't remember.
yeah,
Me
it's fine.
neither.
It's fine. But he looks at all of you and says, "Well, I must say I very much appreciate your help, but I think I'm a little farther off the hunting grounds than I expected. With what you were saying with Lylon just being due west, then I think I'm a little too far north for my comforts. I appreciate all the help, and if we ever cross paths again, I'll gladly give aid where I can."
I have a question.
Yes.
If I pluck a feather, will it disappear if I change forms?
Oh my. Oh my.
I think it just turns back to whatever it originally would be. So essentially, you would just be getting a fingernail.
Or would it be a piece of hair?
Would be
Or-
a piece of
yeah.
hair,
Like a
probably.
piece of hair?
Where are you plucking this feather from?
Oh God,
That
he's
was too
plucking
hard of a
pubes.
question.
I'm just trying to figure how long this hair is going to be. If it's like an arm hair, facial hair, a regular piece of
I'm an
hair.
Aarakocra. It's a feather for right
Yeah,
now.
but I'm pretty sure when you transform back, it's just going to be a piece of hair.
Well, we're waiting. I guess Lucas is doing some research because we don't know.
It's
about
because
this.
nobody else
Research for us.
asked this stupid question. This is the equivalent of a changeling going, I transform into a dragonborn, and I'm going to pluck one of my scales for a dragon scale. That's
You
not
just
how
get a
that
piece
works.
of dandruff on you. Oh.
You end up with a small wound because a piece of flesh is missing.
I'm going to say that for the sake of argument, that it is going to be essentially your like body hair, and I'm going to say that should you pluck it, it would remain as such until the time you changed. Well,
Okay.
That'd be
So
great.
would that hair change if I changed?
no, actually, you know what? No, I hate that because that makes it so much more difficult. No, I'm just going to say that if you pluck a feather, it's just going to stay a feather. Because the thing is that it's not magical change. You're physically altering your body structure to do that thing. So, and because the thing that I had to think of right now, if you turned into a tiefling and grew horns
Yeah.
and cut them off, what is that? Like, it's
What is
still
it?
bone.
His
So
hair?
yes,
Yeah,
I'm going to
wounds.
say that it is going to be as if you had actually had that feather at one time.
Okay.
So
I'm going
Yeah.
to pluck
It's
a feather and hand it to him.
okay.
And say,
Wait, Lucas, for
Because if
argument, every time he transforms back into the air crocodile, he just has that small feather missing and it messes up his
Like a bare
entire look.
spot.
Oh
Yes.
well, I mean, hey, see, but here's the thing: he can
There's
always
lots of
he can
feathers
just
in
grow
there.
that back. Like that's the thing. If he's a tiefling, he
can
could technically cut
transform
off a
into
horn,
like-
and there it is, and then he could just transform again, regrowing that. Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, you can
When-
definitely.
much
hand
damage
him
is
that.
that going to be off his own horn? Ugh.
Well, I mean, it's, you know, it is still a physical thing. Like, you know, it's still like plucking a hair out of your head for him to pull the feather.
If you cut off a horn, it's
That's
like a
going to be some
fingernail.
blood loss.
It would just take a lot of work. No, not a horn. The blood's like really close to the surface.
Okay.
But I was thinking the other way, like if he did transform from Aarakocra to a dragon or dragonborn, that the feather would then have to be a scale instead of a hair.
Nah,
I'd have
yeah.
to follow whatever he's transformed.
Like I said,
Too
it,
much
it, it
effort.
gets that would get
Oh
too
yeah, if it's a
complicated.
physical
Yeah.
yeah, if it's not magical, I get it now. Yeah.
Right. That's the whole thing. It's actual physical transformation. Okay. So yeah, he will take that, and you see that he takes a bit of string, ties it to the top of his bow.
I'm gonna say, I heard in years past that plucking a feather and giving it to an ally is good luck.
And he nods and he says, "Well, then may that luck find me on my journey. Thank you, sir." All right, and with that, he is gonna head out.
Bina is gonna reach and just pluck a feather too. I want one then.
You can
Boink.
stay away.
Wow.
Boink.
You
I'm gonna
touched
like
somebody
slap her
without
hand.
permission?
Get away from me.
Jesus.
Stop it.
Albina. Why would
It was
you
gonna be
touch
one of his
somebody
tail
without
feathers.
permission?
Yeah,
We haven't departed
say
yet.
grab his tail feather.
Whoa,
No,
man.
I will not shake my tail feather for you.
I have
She's
more
gonna
pride.
leave you a
than
scar
that.
on your butt.
Plucking
Not the
a
only
tail
scar I
feather,
got.
that's kinky.
Yeah. Oh man.
Albina. How? No. Why would you? I wouldn't grab your
Words cannot
hair
form
and
in thy
take some of
mouth.
that. Yeah. Don't take his feathers. We're trying to make friends here, but not that way.
I love going up to people and just grabbing their ass. Especially bird folk.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was assuming he was
Yeah.
facing the other way, talking to
Oh yeah.
the guy
Nah,
who's
dude,
leaving.
see, as a man who at one time
But can I throw my stealth instead before he tries to smack me? I want to see if I can get a feather.
Sure, just for sake of argument, we'll say that's fine. Yeah, we'll go against passive because he was in the middle of conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he was distracted. I
Oh
was
yeah,
trying to get
no. Let's see.
What did you roll?
I don't know. It's still rolling.
It's still rolling. Hers takes a hot
I
minute.
think it's an 18, but if I'm not wrong,
That's a 19. So I
19.
mean, even if we did go with passive, he
Yeah.
beats it. So yeah, you definitely get one off. And you know, you have it in your hand as he turns around.
I have it in my left hand and I have my goblin's bane on the right, and I'm just like, ha! As I tuck it down into my.
Iluna would definitely.
You see this like spark
Tell
of
her off.
lightning coming from his hand.
That'll teach you to
Albina.
wake me up nice and early with your screaming.
Why?
Next time I'll do it in your head.
In your that's right. I guess that is a thing. Oh yeah.
In my head? So just
Yes.
me, you mean? Interesting.
No. To
No,
you.
that's me. That's
Terrifying.
Hannah. Oh, okay.
I won't do it to me. I'll do it to you.
Mhm.
God.
That's what I said. Yeah.
You will do it. Too.
I will do it to you, Albina.
All right. So we will say that after this wonderful little discussion, you guys. Mhm.
Well, before the session even started, I was going to be like, Iluna would have tried to get to know them while we were settling down for camp, our new friends. I feel like that's been and gone because I couldn't say anything.
Well, what specifically would you have wanted to ask them?
But brought them here. Generally just try to get to know them, to trust them. Oh, wait, like me helped her with the potion collecting herbs. So, thank
Well,
him for
I mean,
that. Maybe
what
explain.
what brought them there? They explained that last session because they explained that they came up here from like from out to the west, following the cult.
From the west.
From the west, but keep going.
Oh God, it's like from the west, but keep going.
And if your
Just,
wings
I don't
can't
know,
make it, you're halfway there.
to try to be friendly because somebody needs to assess them about telling them about this egg. And, like, thanks
I
for
think
saving
time
our
will
lives.
tell.
We will.
Well, then go
I
ahead and
still don't know anything about these people.
then go ahead and ask them.
Goblin
I mean, then ask them
changelings.
if you want to ask them, ask them.
Well, you said they already said why they were here, but just like thanks for saving all of our lives. We just met, and that'll definitely build some trust.
That's just good business. Can't let the people we just met and helping us out die, can we?
No, we
and
cannot.
we would have done the same. Hopefully, we don't have to return
Hmm.
the favor too often.
Yeah, you're
Got a
lucky
long
he
journey
was
ahead.
here.
Are you referring to
I've
me
never
when you
met
say that?
creatures like that
Yeah.
before.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
I never met creatures like that before. The thunder magic ones. But I
I'll
don't
be the
know.
sister.
Just the being friendly chit chat. Whatever they
and I'm
become
assuming we're gonna do this
comfortable
chit
with.
chat as we're keep walking.
Yeah, we can say that this conversation
Well,
would.
I would say more, but it doesn't. It is. It's yeah. It's not just standing around. Put that.
Yeah, I mean,
These are
you
the
can
nice
have this
people.
conversation while you guys are making your way to Lylon, because you still have a few hours before you reach there.
So you say you've worked or encountered these cultists before?
Which
Yeah.
ones?
The black cultists? I thought we were after the dragon cultists.
Oh yeah, those. Yeah. They're not the only cultists
Weird.
we've ran into.
Okay. Have you had to fight them?
We don't speak
Or
about
did you
that.
just kind of
We took quite
well,
a
I'm
loss
looking
when we
for
fought them
pointers
last.
and tips on what you learned? If it's best to avoid them, if you think we can take them out, looking
They're
at our whole group.
they're not all that tough, but they did. Whenever we fought them last time, we
We lost an
lost
eye.
more than just a ship.
We lost eye.
I'm sorry you lost your. Did you say that was your captain?
Eye.
Correct.
Or just because we're purposely going to face them again, and we
Yes, we was
need
another
to
one, I
make sure
believe.
we're ready. Oh Lord.
We plan on fighting them again with what we have and the knowledge that we've gained. We're
Oh,
getting
man.
our revenge.
Poor we.
God damn it.
Oh my goodness. What are you doing?
No, Lucas.
I'll be right back.
What did you make we?
But it's we with 3 eyes. WIII.
because the other
Nintendo
ones
Nintendo wants to
well
have a
known
word
and
with you.
marketed.
This
Yeah.
stream is now copyrighted.
I was gonna go with a WEIIE.
WEIIE.
That is a lot of vowels.
God damn it.
All right, there you go.
Why? Heaven help us.
As we're walking and saying all that, me's going to purposely attempt to change the subject as it's still a very hard topic to talk about. He's going to be like, "Hey, weren't you looking for like different herbs or something like that? I can help you 10 times over today."
10 times over. I was actually going to bring that up as
Let's
But-
just say I
yeah.
have an interesting skill set that allows me to pick and choose what I want to be good at.
that seems incredibly handy. I just had to learn along the way. I can't remember in game if Iluna ever told the recipe 5 about her potion that she's
Mhm.
trying to make.
You 100% did, because you did whenever you
Okay.
went to when you guys went to Neverwinter,
Hooks.
and you specifically made a point of going over to what's his name's Ronpo's. You went over to
I need
Ronpo, who was the
check my
alchemist baker, talking to him about the potions. He was the one that actually gave you the actual recipe.
He did. Ugh. Heaven help me. I had started to make 2 of those vials of potion.
I have a question.
But I should have one, and I would want to be like, this is what I'm collecting the herbs for. But Lucas, can I roll for some herbs? I don't know how much longer we're walking or blah blah blah.
You have about 2 hours before you guys get there. What's your question, Aaron?
Is Cephas lit up at all? Like, have any like flames going on about him?
That you'd have to ask Steve.
And then, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Lucas, can I also join in rolling for the herbs with what I just DM'd you about as well?
Yeah. Yeah, it would be
Cool.
it would be nature.
Yep, that's what I picked my proficiency as.
Yeah.
How many times am I going to roll it,
Um,
or just one?
You're gonna roll it. You're gonna roll it twice.
Okay.
I need to look at my formula.
Steve, I didn't hear you if you had said anything.
Oh yeah, it won't be lit up. We just like in a new day and stuff, so it should be fairly mellow for a Warforged, I guess.
But like, do you have like a flame that's inside of you, or
I think I technically do. Like you see, like burning embers and stuff running through his arms and stuff. But
no?
Yeah,
I
I
have
thought
to.
we would have
I'm
a,
gonna ask
like,
you this out of
oh,
character. If that flame goes out, do you die?
I don't know. I don't.
So
He's a Charmander.
it's so this is that's not something Steve would know, nor Cephas.
Okay.
Just was the whole
Yeah.
flaming thing was added on. There was one next to it's like an elemental in there, so I don't think he would know either way.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, there's
I'll message you then, Lucas.
yeah.
I don't think Lucas is going to tell you either.
There is
He probably
information
won't.
there is information there that I will not share. So depending on what specifically you're asking, I just might not be able to answer it because I don't want to spoil things.
But
Yeah. I would imagine Septis is just like, oh no, just glows.
But going back on the nature checks, I'm not going to hide this. Anybody that is looking notices this. As I'm helping to find the herbs. I rolled 2 19s, by the way.
Yep.
Me's eyes kind of shift colors from his original eye color, and they kind of become more silverish, whitish, and whatnot. And anybody that's paying close enough attention can almost hear a faint whisper.
On Earth. I would feel like Aluna would be. I don't know if she'd be too distracted, but or maybe watch him to make sure he's cutting them correctly at first.
Obby,
I
watching me and you.
Uh,
Both, like, just
Yeah.
keeping an eye.
That's fully understandable.
But
okay.
so yeah, you would notice his eyes become more silverish, ish whitish color, almost like they're rolling into the back of his head. And
But
you can hear a very faint, distant whisper as he's doing this this herbology.
herbology. Iluna would have shown him the sleepwood pods if we're in an area for that.
Abina would have
Where we at?
seeing that, but she wouldn't say anything.
No, wait. Where I'm reading
Just gonna keep
correctly,
observing.
grasslands.
Yeah, you would be able to find sleepweed pods probably around here.
Because I need a total of 10 of these. I have 6. I need a total of 10 of hoof leaf, and I have 9. But let's aim at the sleepwood pods.
All right.
And
That's what me would be looking for.
And during this, she would notice his eyes and hear a whisper. I mean, she's got elf ears, apparently.
Yes, it's almost like a very
And
faint
yet
whisper that you can't
perception's
quite
pretty
make out.
high.
A faint, distant
I
whisper.
think she
that you
would
can't quite
say,
make-
like, did you say something?
He would just be like, "Oh, what? Oh no, I didn't say anything. Just getting some help with the herbs. Let's say that."
I noticed unusual eyes. Iluna
Yeah.
has purple ones, and she notices unusual eyes.
That comes with the trade.
Okay, thanks for your help.
Lucas, how much did I
she'd
find
keep
with my
some notes
2 almost 20s?
I have special eyes. Look
special
with your special
Iluna
eyes.
used to have special
My
eyes.
brand. All right, Jared, I need you to roll me 2 d8s.
Woohoo!
Oh boy.
Oh boy! Hey!
Oh, there you go. Stacy, you need to roll one more time.
I lost the word nature. Same.
Oh. Are
All
you
right.
guys just gonna roll doubles of everything you guys roll?
Yeah, apparently.
Hell
was
yeah,
for-
that's what I'm doing today.
Yeah,
Stacy's
it's a
done it too.
trend.
Hold on, I gotta dive
Even
into my
me,
notes real
too.
fast. Go to add other friends on the other side.
Phenomena.
Okay, I'm good.
All right.
Do I need did I roll enough for those 13s?
You did not,
have no idea.
unfortunately.
I know. I got distracted by my. Wait, did I? Crap. I'm supposed to have an advantage with Soul Nasha.
Yep, that is true.
Can I roll one more advantage? And
Mm-hmm.
just those 13. Did I do this right? Oh, I got a 20. And that's,
Not
that's it, and a 2.
20.
I was gonna say we can always argue the first roll that you made, you were too distracted by the fact that you're hearing
Yes,
dissonant whispers and color changing eyes.
And this new person who I barely know, but helped save my life. So I guess I have to trust him to an extent.
And just found 12 of the herbs that you were
And
looking for
Albina's just gonna
flawlessly.
put that feather in her hair. She's gonna kind of braid it right in at the bottom there.
Here, this is my artist interpretation of what me looks like when he does that.
God.
What is gray eyes?
Yeah, just the
silver eyes?
imperial glowing eyes.
Yeah. So we will say that with Mi's 2 checks, you are able to find a cluster of these. Over the Mi's. Over the course of the 2 hours, you're able to find a healthy cluster of these. We'll say that you, since I don't believe you have an herbalism kit. Yes,
Nope,
no.
I don't.
So Iluna would come over and give you a hand. We'll say that that's possibly where that discussion goes on, as she was just distracted by your eyes for the first solid hour. And then Stacy, I need you to roll a D8 as well.
Just one. Yes. Where are we at? Just fine.
And so we'll say that between you, me, and Slonasha, you're able to find 5. You're able to find another smaller cluster of 5 sleepweed pods. So that's gonna be a total of 17 added to your inventory for today.
I'll just hand them all to you. Well, I could find them today, but I don't know what they're used for. Not yet, at least.
Well, I make a potion.
I might be able to help you with the potion too, but not at this current moment.
You got my message, Lucas?
I did.
Well, I still need at least one more hoof leaf, but at this rate, like 11, then I can make 2 more potions. It takes 10 each of those and 5 of Harlethorn, which I guess she would show him that too.
Gotcha.
I really, out of game, need to update these notes on the potion. I mean, I've skipped about. It needed to sit for 2 days, and I guess I should have 2 of them that are ready, or 3 of them
On the morning of the 27th,
to test out.
Yeah, it's been almost a 10-day.
I've been lazy about my potions. Well, busy, staying alive, I guess. Helping Zash and going to other planes.
Onwards
that sort of thing.
Victory! Wait until we get into combat with physical weapons. You guys will see some real cool shit with me.
All right.
It's proper
That's our
grammar,
goal.
Lucas, I promise.
Alrighty then. So, just gonna move something on here, and we'll say that the next 2 hours go by. Everyone's just kind of traveling at their own pace. You're making good time. Eventually, you come out onto the high road. You realize that you just have to travel, you imagine just a few more miles to the south.
Lucas, I'd like to change the color of Seftus's flame in his chest.
Using what? Thaumaturgy or prestidigitation?
The answer is yes.
Wait, what did you say you wanted to do with it?
Change the color of the flame.
Okay. So thaumaturgy.
Yes.
You target Seftus with the thaumaturgy spell, and as you try to cast it to change the flames on him, to change their color, nothing happens.
Huh.
And you know that, like, unless it was some kind of magical flame, it should just work.
Well, can I do an Arcana check while standing next to Seftis and ask him about his flames?
I mean, you can roll and you can ask him, and I'll try and garner what information you could gather based on some of this conversation. So, what specifically are you asking him?
Just why can't I change the colors?
I wanted to change your colors. Why
I
can't
wanted to change your flame.
Let's make it purple.
I was gonna do like green because apparently that's the color I am right now.
Oh, matchy matchy.
I know, right?
What does Septis respond to this with?
Okay, I guess he just goes over and looks at him and says, "Never cast anything on me again without my permission, or you will find yourself a new enemy."
Can I make your flame? Can I try to make your flame brighter?
Do you value your life?
Not always.
Feel free.
I presume
How again,
Iluna
what
can
would this
see
garner
this
change the colour?
exchange.
Yes, yes, you can see this exchange. But what did you say, Steve?
Out of game, what would this garner? Like, what's the point of it other than just to change the colour?
Absolutely nothing.
It's literally just a physical change. It is just the
change the colour.
changing the color of the flame.
Yeah, it's just
So you want to
what
set it like RGB? So
Yeah.
What? But isn't thaumaturgy? It's just short. It's short term, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't permanently do much.
No, it only lasts a minute.
Unless you
For a
keep
minute, yeah.
casting it over and over out of boredom.
Pretty much. That's would be the only reason he'd do it.
Yeah, I could very much see you like going up, seeing the flame flickering within Septis's arcane core, and just like God, that'd be really cool if it was green, and like trying to cast this like as the verbal components, and then like nothing happening, and just like this look on his face of confusion.
So much confusion.
Mm-hmm. And this
If Iluna saw this exchange.
Wait, what was that, Steve?
Septis doesn't trust him for shit as yet, so
true.
He's very distrustful.
I don't blame you.
You leave the poor Warforged alone.
You go back to picking your mushrooms.
If Iluna saw this, she'd walk up to Septis and be like, I think he's just trying to be friendly.
He's being an idiot is what he's being.
He can change his whole form. So maybe he just likes helping other people change theirs.
No, I just like fire.
Okay, everyone loves fire. And Iluna would druid craft a fire.
I want so bad for her to say that and Smith just to like perk up. No, Smith is not gone.
Yes.
I just
Smith,
I want it to
like I'm off to do some fire.
Smith's going to like try to unmute his mic, be like, "What fire?" Somebody said fire, and just like casting fireball off a random direction. I mean, hey, if you likes fire, he's definitely joined the right crew with a fire ganassi, a volcano barbarian, and a flame-based evoker.
Roll for fireball, Smith. Let's see if you kill you right here, right now.
And Iluna likes to try to shoot flaming arrows whenever she can prep a few.
Jesus
Yeah!
Christ.
Oh my god.
Not even close, Smith.
Oh, yeah.
You cast it at who? I
Oh,
thought
not
this
you.
was out in the random land.
We're gonna say that during this time, during this travel, Iggy has been like talking with you about figuring out how to do, like how to switch elements on spells and stuff like that. So he's like, taking notes from your book and stuff like that.
Cool. I've heard of an ancient kobold named Rhymy that was able to do this.
Yeah, in that one book. That one book, that one
What
story.
was he called again?
I heard one of the characters in there was really cool, and he tried saving a
Oh, that's
goblin.
right.
We literally did this.
When we made it a bookstore.
Yeah.
We made them all books.
Oh man.
And we just used it to shit talk Azazel.
All right.
I
So,
wanted to say,
uh-huh.
I don't think I settled on a color for Iluna, but
I
it
mean,
been spring in a long time.
I'll say the last time you
After
said that
the
you would
long rest.
be, yeah, the last time you said you would be fire, but yeah, what would you be at this point?
Probably spring and attempting to be optimistic after every freaking thing. I mean, we got these people, they're on the same mission. Let's make friends. She almost died but didn't.
Okay. Yep. Got the two of you switched up. Hey, look at that. Green birds of a feather, as Anime and you now both are green bird.
Green birds of a feather
Oh.
flock together.
Adorable.
Oh no.
That's it. All right. So, the 2 hours from the time you guys woke up to the point where you reach the road and you start making your way down to the south. As you do, though, you eventually see you eventually see not too far from you. You figure that you might be, maybe a, few mile, or, maybe like a mile or so, from where Lylon would be. And just outside of town here, you can see that there's a large group of people, roughly 50 people, standing in a clearing just off of the road, where the forest to the northeast and the swamplands to the southwest give way to grassland for a bit on each side of the road. The beginnings of gardens and larger fields of crops are half dug in this area. And you can tell just by, seeing their frantic movements, the people are milling about in a sense of panic. Some of them shaking in fear, others shouting in anger. And at the center of this, you see an enraged dwarf waving her arms, trying to get those around her to listen. Standing next to her board is a human in chain shirt with a shield decorated with the sigil of Neverwinter. And he finally bangs on his shield to try and quiet the crowd. You see this dwarf standing up here, and she's looking at everyone, and she says, please, listen. We must calm down. Yes, I understand it's a bit of a situation, but the panic here is not going to help any one of us. All right? You're just going to be, you are just acting like an unruly mob. I mean, Jefferson, you literally ran over a child as you ran out of this town. We were trying to get everybody out in an orderly fashion, and you're all acting like a bunch of jackasses. And the people are, standing about, still shouting. Um, and you hear her say, "Okay, did anybody see anything strange as the evacuation was occurring?" And you see a human man who raises his hands and he says, "Yeah, I saw something out in the water by the swamplands." And you can see that this man is wearing, a large dusty apron. He has stonemason's tools in it.
Lucas, as soon as he says he saw something strange out in the waters near the swampland, me's eyebrow is going to raise at that statement, as that was more or less their prowling grounds.
Yeah. He says, as soon as I saw that, I picked up my tools and, I left whenever the soldiers told us to evacuate. And from there you hear other people, sort of, murmuring and stuff, and see another one, raises his hand and he says, "Oh, I don't know if my eyes were just deceiving me, but I swear I saw those fishing folk. They were out on their skiffs in the marshlands. They were screaming about something coming to land." People are just, like I said, you guys can all hear this.
Quite clearly.
Would me or you...
Has anybody seemed to notice us as new people?
Not at this moment.
Would me and you pick up on anything like stuff that they're talking about that we would recall with our brush in with them?
Off the top of your head, at this point, no.
No? Okay. Yeah. Looks like it's gotten worse than since we dealt with them.
And as you're hearing this, you see at this point a short dragonborn that is wearing the symbol of Lathander on his shirt, the Morning Lord. He runs up, out of breath, says, "May the Morning Lord forgive me. We are missing 2 of the children. Little Glenwell and Bernice aren't here. They were right behind me as we left town." And you see the moment he says that, all the townsfolk begin to panic once again. As you see the man standing next to the dwarven woman, he bangs on his shield once again and just shouts, "Enough! Quit your ruckus! Listen to Griselda. She will instruct us on what to do." As he says Griselda, he gestures to the dwarven woman that has taken a prominent stance in front of the crowd.
Iluna would recognize that name for sure and say, "We need to speak with her." We have no sort of symbol or paper or stamp or nothing from Neverwinter.
Technically, you
Did
do.
he give us anything?
You do. You have the symbol. You have the symbol of the Lord's Alliance that was given to you.
Okay. Fair.
Here. Give me one second. I gotta go use the restroom real fast. Sorry.
I was going to say, if you guys don't want to attempt to squeeze through the crowd, me can easily make it to the front of that crowd.
But yeah, generally Iluna would be like, "Okay, that's exactly who we're supposed to see." I guess in all of our talking, we might have briefly touched on the Council of Neverwinter said, like, more of our story, which is
Gotcha.
go after the dragons and why we have an alliance with the Council, the Harpers, and I don't even remember. God, that was so long ago. Whatever the actual details are, you guys will know. But you won't know that Iluna's Dad's a king. She won't trust you with that just yet.
But
The rest
knowing this
of the
information,
party knows.
yeah, knowing this information, me would suggest, as he would be like, if you want, I can get to the front of the crowd, and I just
Loud
need something
noises?
that, huh?
Loud noises?
No, not loud noises.
Aw.
I was gonna very stealthily make my way to the front of the crowd. Well, stealthily is a bit far. Basically,
Stealthily.
you guys
Oh,
would
see, I wasn't concerned with stealth. Because if
you
you
guys,
went because you thought you'd be faster,
oh yeah,
Iluna would send Anime with you.
because
She can communicate with her telepathically.
I usually have ways to get through a crowd, and you guys will learn more about me's abilities here. Yeah, if
But
you're willing to give
if
him
it's
some,
presumed that the crowd is too hard to just walk through.
I beg to differ. The crowd is just difficult terrain for me to walk through. and given I know Lucas isn't here to hear the whole thing, but me would say, he'll be like, if you want me to get through the crowd, I can easily go through it. I just need something to notify, if you guys know this person, to let them know that I'm with you. Not
I'm
you,
right
as he
here.
points
Yeah.
to you, and he goes, not you, them.
Who are we looking for?
They know
There's
the dwarf woman, or
the
they need to
woman
talk to her.
talking.
Yeah.
That's who Never Ember sent us. I would think through the travels. I mean, we mentioned it briefly in Axholm, like, oh, Griselda and Aubrey
I-
were the two names we were
Me-
given.
Me's biggest fear is he does this and gets labeled as a criminal. He just wants something that notifies the dwarf that he's with you guys, and you guys are trusted, and she'll recognize something that you guys give him.
Yeah. Anyhow, I need
But
to
I don't remember how we know
take
this
a
person.
potty
I'm
break
sorry.
too.
I
We
mean,
don't know her, but Never Ember said Griselda, and the man just announced her name.
well, if you give, I know Lucas said you guys have like some form of emblem of Neverwinter or something. Give
Yeah,
that.
that's why I was asking, because we played the session where we met the council a very long time ago. So
So
I
yeah,
can't remember exactly.
if you give me the Neverwinter emblem, that might he can easily go through and be like, listen. But
I can just make you an emblem.
I prefer it to be
We don't
real.
want to lie.
I mean,
Technically not a lie.
given my deception is very high, but
Not as high as mine.
Not the best way to get them to
exactly,
trust.
I have advantage
When we
on
have something
deception.
real, we don't need to
But
lie.
fun
Anyhow,
part's going
I
to be
need to
lying
run
about how I was able to get from the back to the crowd to the front of the crowd the way I did.
What is it that makes you be able to do that?
Last on an object for an hour, though.
Don't want to spoil it now.
Oh, okay. I thought you mentioned it. I'm sorry.
No, I mentioned that I have ways to do it. Me went ahead and said that I can easily get through the crowd, and he put emphasis on through, but he didn't say how.
Mhm.
All right, I'm back.
Lucas, while you were gone, we discussed it, and I think if I picked up on it correctly, Stacy, is your character gonna give me the Neverwinter emblem to go through the crowd to get to the front of the crowd?
If the crowd seems rather difficult to get through,
They seem rowdy. because
Um,
I have a perfect way to do this, and I can't wait to use it because I know it'll go ahead and make you guys question me even more.
yeah, that's what you want to do with new people you meet.
Hell yeah, I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Totally.
that's what I
So
hear.
yeah, he'll look
Um,
and be like, "Give me the emblem," so she recognizes it, and I'm not being branded as a criminal. I mean,
well,
my reputation in Lylon isn't the best, but it's not the worst.
the reason Eileen would be a little, well, she'd be hesitant because still new, but also she can face step, so she's wondering what on earth you're offering.
Uh, just offering to get to the front of the crowd so we can talk to the dwarf because you said you need to talk to her. If we can get her attention in the crowd, maybe we can kill two birds with one stone here, or we can see if we can help out with kids,
No, but
and you guys can get your audience. Just good business.
just good business. Yeah, anime
Good
will
business.
fly up with you. How far away? Like, if we can hear them, though, they can't be too far away. I mean, unless they're speaking with magic megaphones.
No, they're not like that far away from you. They're, few hundred feet. You guys have come up. It's just, I mean, travelers walking up the road isn't something that is, completely unknown from these people. So it's not like, seeing some folks walking up is that suspicious. They just have not seen you yet.
Well,
So
a crowd draws a
it's-
crowd anyhow.
is that the plan? Me and Anime's gonna go through the crowd, and he'll have the Neverwinter emblem to present it.
Just a quick out of game question. Would each of the P5 people receive some kind of official emblem or whatever?
Yep, each
Not
one of
just
you did.
one.
You guys received the
Oh.
one that has
Yeah.
both the
Like all three symbols.
yes.
I remember Harper and I can't remember the other one.
I know I had it somewhere.
But sure. I'll need this back.
Of course.
Maybe in time we can get you to trusted by the council as well.
We'll see about that. The
You're on the
council
same mission.
may not be fond of my past, but
We all have a past.
Do I see what the symbol looks like?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to see. Oh, here it is. The Harpers, the Order of the Gauntlet, and the Lord's Alliance. So yeah, that is what you guys have to choose from. Here it is. This is what I was looking for. Okay. So
I can't wait for Albina to witness what's about to occur and just be like, "What the fuck?"
So those of you, Seftis, Albina, Iluna, and Smith, those of you that were there on the day of the Council of Neverwinter, you all received this emblem that was crafted, like they all sort of clip together, but they are conjoined magically, imbuing them with certain powers. And so with that, you are able to, you are all able to pick from a talent in order to garner that ability. But yes, so it does have on there the symbol of the Lord's Alliance, which Neverwinter is a member of.
Okay.
And then what did you ask me, Aaron?
Just tell
Would I see these symbols? Baby,
I mean,
They-
if they
they did.
brought it up, like if they pulled them out, yes.
Yeah, there's no reason. Luna would have heard Griselda or whatever her name is, and probably been ready to have those symbols out anyhow because we're here. We made it. And wouldn't need to hide it because at some point during the travels would have brought up why we're on this mission after dragons anyhow, or dragon cultists.
What is the symbol on?
It's a small metal plate.
I didn't think
So if
that
I
was
grab a
ever
rock
discussed in the.
and just use minor illusion, prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation literally has a thing that says you can create a non-magical trinket that fits in your hand, and that lasts until the end of your next turn.
Right, and there's
That's
also a
sick.
thing above it where it says you can
Very
make
well.
a color
Oh.
or a small mark or a
Um,
symbol appear on an object or a surface for 1 hour.
yeah, I mean, arguably, you could also just seeing. I mean, you know the symbol of Neverwinter. Arguably, you could just prestidigitate the symbol of Neverwinter onto something that you own in general.
Regardless, I'll take the emblem and I'll be like, all right, I'll see what I can do. And
I put
Lucas,
the
I'd
emblem
like-
on the back of Me's hat.
no, you don't touch the hat.
I don't need to.
I don't care. You're not altering the hat. That's the only thing from the original Pyre Captain. That was a golden rule. No magic spells on the hat.
That was the
But-
rule.
But me will take the emblem that he was given, and
Now
as
there's
he goes up to the crowd, don't worry, Lucas, I'm expending a charge. He looks
Oh.
back to the group, winks at them, and starts walking through the people as his
Okay.
form becomes ghostly.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. That's terrifying. Luna would try to follow through the crowd as swiftly
Yeah.
as she can in her
You would literally see a slight glow coming off of his back before he enters a ghostly form and starts walking through the people to get to the front of the crowd. And not around them, he's going through them.
Yeah. All right.
But we all need to be up there, so the rest of you, are you intending on following? Are you holding back and waiting till Griselda acknowledges us? I mean, Luna will be behind, but obviously not nearly as fast as this trick he's got.
It's a trick of the trade, I promise.
Yeah, and Anime's supposed to be near him as best as she can manage. Just
So, yeah, Lucas, whatever happens now, I accept as I'm just kind of walking through people to get to the front of the crowd.
Yep. Yep. You will accept whatever happens.
Yep, just remember, I can't be restrained. I
Yeah.
can't be grappled. I have
Nah.
resistance to everything.
Yep. No, I gotcha. All right, give me 1 second. I'll pull this back up. There we go. Yeah. So you start walking up through this crowd. Everybody's in a panic, and your barely corporeal form just starts moving through here. As you do, you see. Like, the people, they begin to like shriek and shout as they move away from you.
I'm going to say the entire time he's doing this, he's just going, pardon me, sorry for the intrusion. Oh, excuse me, miss. Hey, nice boots.
And with that, you start moving your way up. You see the dwarven woman that is standing up front. She's like trying to look and see what is going on. In the distance, and you see the guy that's standing next to her that has the spear, is likewise confused as people are now creating this huge wide berth around where you're standing. And people are just shouting in fear. And you see the woman who is referred to as Griselda. She says, "What is going on back there?" And that's whenever everyone sort of moves aside and, like in a panic trying to get away from you. And you see the guy with the spear, he bangs on shield. He's like, "Oh, calm down." And then he sees you and "Oh, shit."
I'll snap my fingers and become the normal goblin again. And then he goes, it tends to happen more often than not. I just need to get to the front of the crowd, and what's easier than going through? And he'll tip his hat at them, and then he goes, "Me's the name. Maybe you've heard of me, maybe you haven't. Some people probably wish they didn't."
When he does this, what is everyone else doing during this?
Luna's trying to reach him. She doesn't know what the hell happened. but obviously...
like an entire me moving up through the crowd has almost like split the Red Sea, as people have just like pushed into others. I mean, oh god, I was just about to make a joke and it would be horrific. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna reference that. But people start to like, well, no, I was gonna say, imagine people are pushing against one another almost as if at a Travis Scott concert.
Oh, what a jazz!
So they're pushing everybody back, just kind of like knocking into one another, and scrambling to get to their feet. You hear a few of the kids are like screaming, and a few of them are like, "Whoa!" So the rest of you are like freely able to walk up into where this crowd is.
I just want to know everybody's reaction as they just watched me turn into a ghost and start going through people.
Yeah. For the rest of you, you just see me like go see-through and start just like walking up through the crowd.
It is of no concern to Iluna. She'll ask him later. Getting the attention of Griselda is important. I mean, she knows she can do things like face steps, so he does something else. Whatever. Like, we'll figure this one out later.
Yeah, Albina's probably just...
She would have walked a lot faster. As soon as that parted, probably ran as gracefully as an elf can. And told Anime to, get her attention, come back or be on her arm, and I don't know, try to be right up next to me as quickly as possible and say, "Lord Never Ember has sent us. We're the Phandalin 5 and the the council."
So
yes, in these parts at this point, I don't know how far and wide our name has traveled, but it may have.
So as you were saying this, all the townsfolk are spread back. You come up, you make this, assertion about Lord Never Ember and Phandalin 5. And there's a few whispers around, and you see Griselda, she jumped down off of this rock that she was standing on, giving...
Yeah. Thing, would they notice me and you since we helped in Lylon already a little bit, or?
So that's something that I am going to address.
Yeah, because given, like I said, his reputation isn't the best.
Yeah.
Not the worst.
Yeah. So you see that she jumps down and she walks up to all of you, and she says, now wait, let me ask this. While Iluna is doing this, since me has gone up and moved the crowd, Iluna has come up and made this proclamation. Albina, Seftis, Smith, and you, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I was saying I'd probably once the crowd cleared, I just walk up as if it hadn't phased me at all. Just walk up right
Okay.
behind, just stand by Iluna and me.
Okay. Smith and Steftis, and you?
Yeah, do the same thing. I'm probably just bringing up the rear.
Sorry, what's going on?
I just wanted to know if you were doing anything specific as the group moved up to, as Iluna is addressing Griselda.
I'll be up there with them, but I won't really be doing anything specific now.
Okay. And is you
Same with
doing
Smith.
any? And is you doing anything specific?
Same as Smith.
Okay. So everybody sort of has their eyes on you. The crowd is gathered around. There's a lot of trepidation coming from everyone as Griselda steps down. As I said, I know I posted it some time before, but this is what she looks like.
Yeah.
Jesus. And the man that is standing next to him, second. The man that is standing next to her looks like this.
Nice warhammer.
Whoa, you can't just walk up to a man and compliment his hammer like that.
No, she's
No.
complimenting her hammer.
She's the one with the hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got. I forget where I found that image, but I fucking love that picture.
Nice.
It's a great picture.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that this man that was standing next to her is now standing behind her. But you can clearly tell that he is wearing the heraldry of Neverwinter. Beyond that, standing behind, you can also see that there is the man that was shouting moments ago about the children, claiming to be the representative of Lathander. And then also there is a half elf standing near the two of them. Don't have a picture of them, but I will find one in time. Yes. Go.
Oh, Hannah, just because you were asking about it, it's Ghost Step Tattoo. I have 3 charges and I can enter a ghostly form. I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks. I can't be grappled or restrained as I'm in a ghostly see-through form, and I can move through creatures and solid objects.
Nice.
Good. Luna will have to ask about that one. How you became.
He got it in a trade.
Tricks of the trade. Good business.
Damn pirates.
You're dumb pirates.
Eventually, if I hit a high enough level, I just get an upgraded version of it as an ability.
True.
At will.
Yup. Well, not at will. It's still 3 charges, but
here is this is the man who mentioned that his name that he was the he is the priest of Lathander here, who had made comments about the children being lost. And then there is also a woman standing next to them.
Looks like old man Lucas.
Sure. And then there is a half elf. That is standing next to her. Yes. Cool. All right. So yeah, those are the four that kind of stand out. It's one of those spot the protagonist games. But yeah, as you approach, as you all go up, there's this commotion standing around you, and you see the dwarven woman. She steps down. She walks up to you. She has her chest, she has her chest held out. Her head's high, and she walks up to Iluna and me, who have taken the front position, and she says, "Enough, everyone. Calm down. Who even are you? Who did you say?"
I'm you.
We're
That's me.
we're the Phandalin 5, or at least we were.
She counts, and she's like,
The
"There are
council-
7 of you."
That's correct.
I was gonna say, me will take off the hat, and he just goes, "I'm me. I've had
There is an
business."
audible groan from the men in the town, within the crowd, that look like fishermen. As they see, as you do this, you just hear this. "Oh no, not
he
this
turns
one."
to the crowd and he waves his hat and he goes, "Pleasure as always, boys."
And you hear these grumbles and whatnot as one man shouts up. He says, "Oh, did you swap my coin purse now? Huh?"
He just puts the hat back on his head, smiling to himself. Kind of snickering as well.
Luna would continue, Miss Copperrot.
Yes.
Lord Never Ember has sent us down here because he's heard there was a concern with cultists. We have been, and she's gonna reach for that emblem from me.
Oh yeah,
Sent
me will hand it back
on
to
a quest to help with the dragon cultist problem. The council has made an alliance with us, and these 3 groups are the ones we have the strongest alliance with. But
You hear
we
some
came to help.
you hear some murmuring around the town as that happens, and you see she sort of looks around at all of them, and she reaches out and takes the emblem in your hand. She turns around. She says, "Yoram, take a look at this. Tell me if this is real." And you see the man. The man who is standing behind her. He walks up, a little more timidly, looks at it, says, "I mean, it is made of electrum. I can tell that just from the back plating. I mean, it does in fact look legitimately to be a crest of a tri-council." And he sort of stops and he thinks. He goes, I remember there was going to be the meeting up in Neverwinter with the other representatives of the Sword Coast. I had not
Yes.
heard back any information as of the finalization of that.
We met with several members of the council Neverwinter, and she would rattle off a handful of names. Definitely King Melindrock. Whoever the leaders are of those 3 for a start.
Well, that would be, I mean, the leader of those 3. Wait, you mean the leader of the 3 factions?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that the Order of the Gauntlet,
not-
the Order of the Gauntlet, which is the Harpers is Ramalia Haven Tree. But since the Harpers it is a known organization, but like their ranks and necessary numbers aren't like 100% known. So most
Okay.
people probably wouldn't know who
I
the
guess you
leader.
wouldn't mention that. No,
The
the members of the Alliance. I was thinking the Alliance were matched. It's been such a long time.
the Order of the Gauntlet is overseen by Onthar Froome. You know, he himself he himself has his own accolades and everything. But then the Lord's Alliance is the culmination of Waterdeep,
Yeah.
Neverwinter, Mithril Hall, Baldur's Gate, the High Forest, Silvery Moon, and
Yes.
Cormyr. So it's like all of the
I-
major settlements.
I remember now. I just needed. I needed to actually look at the OneNote and see what on the world. But yeah, Iluna would say we met with um King Melindrock and I don't know, L'Ariel, Silverhand, and as previously mentioned, Neverember sent us here. We started out helping Phandalin, and they've had their run-ins with this cult as well, and we're here to help because this is our next lead.
And
You have
you see that she, you know, Griselda takes back the emblem from Urim, and she's sort of looking over it, and she says, So you've come to help us after all. Well, it looks like Lord Neverember is actually giving a shit about this place. Well, right now we got a bit of a situation down in town, as you have probably heard.
Yeah, we didn't hear much. That it was a strong rumor, I suppose, that there were cultists causing trouble down here, and we stopped Phandalin on the way, and Phandalin has been hit by the cultists as well. But we're seeking to, I guess we're seeking to dig them out, I guess, and help where we can. You mentioned some children were missing.
As you say that,
And
you
she
see
used
you see
the Dragonborn.
you see the older man that is oh fuck, that's right. I literally put up a picture of a dude.
What?
Yeah. I forgot that he was I searched up I meant to put in Dragonborn priest, and I just put in priest of Lathander.
Oh, you put a human priest in. I didn't block that.
Here we go. This is retconning that. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh no, we got rid of old man Lucas.
Yeah, we got mirror.
Replace the
So
He looks joyful.
yeah, he does. You see that as you say this, you see this Dragonborn. He shifts up, you know, through a few of the people. He says, "Yes, yes, it was I. My name is Marigold Brightshine. I'm Lylon's priest here. I oversee the children whenever the workers are out about and on the seas. And unfortunately, when we were trying to evacuate the town after the strange occurrences, I've lost track of two of them. Small little boy and girl, Glenwell and Bernice.
Why are we looking at your floor?
I don't know. What the fuck?
Your camera found a ghost.
There you go.
Yeah, found a goose.
That was weird.
No, exactly.
Yeah. What'd you say those kids' names were? I got distracted by your ghost.
Glenwell and Bernice.
Okay, Glenwell. That is. It looks like the last name, if you ask me. So what's been occurring? And can we get some privacy?
You as you say that,
Pull away from the crowd a bit.
as you say that, you actually hear a few folks. You hear a few folks like kind of shout up. They're like, "Hey, what you have to say to them is good enough to say to us. What, you think we're not good enough to hear what you're talking about? This town is ours. They might be the council, but we're the workers. If you have something to say, you say it to them." And like you hear a few of them like, yeah. You hear a couple other people like, I want nothing to do with this. And like a few of them kind of do disperse and like go off towards the trees to the slight north. But you still have like a sizable chunk that's around you.
You obviously would know this town best, but we're here to offer help and not become distracted.
Me,
That's all.
me will turn to the group of people, assuming some of the fishermen that are workers agreeing with this, goes, well, you can listen in for a price. And he tips his hat upside down.
Hey, you shut up. We know what you're about. You come around every now and again, you steal our coins. We've seen you before.
All in a day's work. It's just good business.
Yeah, it's good business when we can't go home and feed our children. I see how business
we never
is.
take that much.
Well, you help save the children and our town, and we might consider it somewhat even. And yeah, he like looks back to the other fishers, and there's like a grumble of slight agreeance to that comment.
Luna will speak up. I can assure you, he's already saved our lives. And point to, did 3 of us nearly die? I think it was 3.
Yeah, 3 of you nearly died.
And that. So, whatever has happened in the past, that this is my experience with these 2.
But yeah, so you see Griselda. She shrugs her shoulders. She says again, I don't really know what to tell you. The soldiers, and she gestures to the soldiers of Neverwinter that are standing there behind Yoram. She says, some of the folks down in the town saw some strange goings on. The soldiers eventually started to evacuate as there was these disturbances on the far side of the town. We really I didn't get to see what all was going on, but they're claiming that there were strange happenings in the waters coming out of the swamplands, and that the returning fishing folk who were still out on their skiffs were shouting in panic. And when she says that, the fisher that were just talking to me, they all sort of give this like in agreement. She says, I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
Would turn to the fishers and ask who has seen something. What type of description might you be able to get?
I gotta roll a die.
11.
You see this one, he like steps forward, he says, I saw strange creatures coming out of the water. They were disturbing in their form. I saw it with my own eyes. He had skin that was grey as a stormy day, and he had these what looked like squid tentacles descending from his face.
Are you senile, old man?
You hear you look at one of the other fishermen. He says he might not be in the best state of his mind, but he's got good eyes. He's one of our spotters.
I'll
Think that's wise?
would me or you, like, just given old pirate tales or whatever, would we recognize any of this talk, given that the swamp area was our old ground?
The two of you roll me.
Luna would look to him for.
The two of you roll me history checks.
Oh no, my leg itches.
Yeah, mine's gone. Me doesn't remember shit.
Yeah, no, something is coming to mind, but like nothing definitive, and you can't really put your finger on it. But it sounds vaguely familiar, but you can't put your finger on it.
Okay.
I think he's full of shit, me.
I ain't full of shit. What the fuck is going on with my
being on the seas
I like
for
your
as long
shoes.
as we have, I've heard something similar about this, but I don't quite remember. If the captain was here, he would know, but
I'm right here.
mean my slippers?
I'd stab him.
Yeah.
Dab his slippers?
These are
That's
slippers.
rude.
No, dude.
Flannel slippers.
That's good.
But yeah, it'll just be like, it sounds vaguely familiar. As he's now talking to the fisherman and whatnot, he's like,
I told you what I saw.
was it one creature or multiple?
There was a bunch of them. They were trying to do something dangerous down by the fishery. The creature had and he's just like trailing off in his conversation.
I was gonna say, as he's losing his mind, me will immediately turn, ignoring him now, and look at the priest. Like, so about the kids, were they in town when you lost them, or?
And he like, you could see that he is very agitated. Like, I don't want to say agitated and as in like annoyed, but like very uppity and jumpy. He says, I was trying to bring them up. I was trying to help evacuate that with them. And when I got here and I took a head count, I did not see them. The two of them are very close with one another. Their parents are very close as well. But I'm not sure where the two of them ran off to.
Well, he'll then turn to the crowd and he goes, if we fix the issue with the sea creatures and find the kids, would you say my debt is even with you guys then? As he turns to the fisherman with his arms outstretched and a grin.
You see one of the fishermen, he says, I think once we get to that point, we might be able to discuss it a bit more.
He gives a smile with his gold tooth and he goes, perhaps over a game of cards then.
And you see Griselda, she sort of steps forward and she says, she says, well, we won't have much time for that until until we get that town cleared out. Now, the soldiers here are willing to go into the town in order to help with whatever is going on. But until the town is safe, no one here. And she like gestures to all the fisher and, all the townsfolk, especially those that seemed a little bit more rowdy and a little more willing to fight. She says, as I said before, none of you are going anywhere right now. You hear a couple of them grumble, and you do hear one person who, like, is kind of like kicking dirt and, like milling about out closer to the trees. He's like, I think that's a grand idea. It shouldn't be any one of us that's dying.
To give credit,
We didn't come here to die either.
Neither did we.
Me will go ahead and say, it'll be like, the guards can easily help us and whatnot. And trust me, I've been in a few fights with those fishermen. They're tougher than you think.
But are they, though?
He elbows you in the chest.
All right. So with that, yep.
These are all one occurrence. Like, the weird things out near the water is the reason why they were evacuating. In the evacuation, they lost 2 kids.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So as you guys are, as you guys are standing there, you're coming to this, agreement of, and discussing it with the fishers, discussing it with Griselda, about going into the town, finding the kids, putting an end to, whatever trials and tribulations are facing it. It's at that point that you start to hear this almost thunderous sound coming from the south as you look off down the road, and you can see there's almost like this cloud that is kicking up, that is making its way up to you from where Lylon would be. And at this point, you see that, what the fuck is going on with my auto frame? What is it looking at? What is
There's a face there, Lucas.
What is right
It's certainly
There's a face.
Oh wait, I swear to God, there is no way that is the fact that I have. Wait, there's no way.
Is it really registering the ash and peak? Now flip it back over.
Wait, hold on. There's no way this thing.
No, it's looking at you
No,
now.
it's still looking at me. I don't know. That's stupid. Stupid fucking program. I probably just need to update
If this was registering the Pikachu, I was going to lose my shit.
Well, now he's behind my shoulder, so should stay on me. Yeah, so like I said, there's this massive cloud that's starting to kick up behind you, or down the road, and it's as this is happening, this thunderous, like almost the sound of horses making their way towards you. The townsfolk here just begin to flee and scatter and make towards the trees in the forest. You see that that Marigold and the other acolytes of Lathander, they begin to like shepherd the children off away from whatever this is. And where you would imagine the soldiers would stand and fight, you actually hear Sergeant Yoram. He goes, "Fudge!" and he runs faster than anyone else. The soldiers all just kind of like taking his cue and running out after him, like ushering Griselda, who seemingly is wanting to stand and fight, but two of the guards actually like pick her up and like start ushering her away.
Me will turn as they're all running away. Cowards, the lot of you. That's why you haven't caught us yet. As he turns back to the storm, ready to face it. Sword drawn.
Yeah, and as this cloud approaches, you finally get a better view at what is going on. Where you're able to see strange knights dressed in, let me see if I can actually pull up their picture on here. There we go.
Oh, no.
Yep. So, yeah, strange knights bearing a symbol with 3 lightning bolts striking striking to a point, are riding horses made of water, accompanied by a wagon full of archers pulled by another of one of these watery steeds. These are what the ones in the front look like.
Are they frozen?
They're not frozen, no.
Oh.
Let's
They're
party!
holding like a stingray as a shield.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of making me laugh.
Me,
Yeah.
me has
Well,
sword
it's
Oh,
drawn.
it's not
um
it's a horseshoe crab.
yeah, I'll say that's a horseshoe crab.
Also, Aaron,
Nice.
you're like 500 points behind me right now.
Fireball?
Yeah, 500 points.
Well, we are going to roll initiative.
Ah.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
There.
Yeah.
None of us have seen, well, uh, me and you haven't seen anything like
Me
that
and you.
before.
And you
You
me.
When
and
there's
me.
solo
Oh,
adventure.
no, the last time we were on Nylon, we didn't have to fight magical fish creatures that are ripped straight from One Piece.
True. All right. I just need
Sunday, hold on,
Iluna
Sunday.
and Albina's initiatives.
Justin's not here. I need somebody to talk One Piece with. It's Sunday.
Oh yeah. Me. I would. Okay. You know.
I need a website to watch more of it. You send me that, and I'll watch it.
You know what bugs me?
Got it.
I really wish that NVIDIA Broadcast had
Oh, I forgot.
a feature that instead of auto frame, it was just zoom. Like a zoom that I could determine the depth of field. And I can't do that under my camera control. And I like, sure, auto frame is kind of cool because it tracks your face and everything. I don't move enough to worry about that. And it bugs the shit out of me that like I can't just have my zoom set. Oh, poopy pocky.
I know, right?
Sorry, Jared. I gave you the wrong.
Oh, hey, look at that. Seftis got a nat
Worst
20.
time.
By the way, I don't know if I brought this up to you guys. I think I brought it up to one of my other groups, but something I want to start doing
You did.
going into the future is if you roll a nat 20 on initiative, you're going to get advantage on your very first attack.
Yee.
Yee. All right. So yeah, you guys are standing there. We got the first one. Which I believe I had to see. Yeah. And like I said, the four that are on the front are all on this are all on water steeds. They're all on horses made of water.
Water steeds. Does Cephas have time to get, or is he even on his steed? We never actually say these things.
Would
He's
Seftis
just
have been on
wandering
his
down his-
ghost horse?
or
Probably not at this point.
Okay.
Shame he really could use it.
Right.
Everybody looks so far away.
They are. They're quite a distance away.
No, my map was like fully zoomed out.
Oh, gotcha. Right.
Jared, I sent you my new number, by the way.
I saw it. You're ahead of me by like 1,200.
Yeah.
Nope. It auto-focused on Pikachu again.
What the fuck?
Or
Oh,
something.
it's. I don't know.
Maybe it's just
I think
random
it's because it's
assortment of
lost.
Your
stuff in
face
your
'cause
room.
you have a hat on.
Oh, possibly. Yeah, that's probably it. It's just. Oh, you know what? No, it is. It's just centering because that's actually where my camera is technically centered to. There we go. It'll probably stop now.
It'll figure itself out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So first attack from the archer.
Why am I in the front?
You know what? That's actually just where I had you. So.
I'm okay with it. I'm
You
just like,
plop
why?
his bow on there.
Yeah.
Why do you have a wizard in the front line?
It was just It was just one of those things. I was just plopping you guys on the map where I saw fit. All right, and yeah, so these two, you know what? They're gonna go. I'm gonna roll a D. You know what? Let me roll a D4 real fast.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger.
3, and I was going
you.
up from the bottom. So.
Oh.
But since you said "fuck you," he's counting.
But since I said "fuck you," I'm going from the top. So that's gonna be a hit, because I believe U's AC is 19.
You counting the first attack?
No,
You get
yeah,
two
first
attacks?
one misses. Yeah, the
He's
first attack
counting the
misses.
soft 20 he just got.
That's gonna be 11 points of damage.
To you, right?
Yes, to you.
To me?
No,
Yes!
not to me, to you.
You.
Son of a bitch. Why are
To Aaron's character.
your hit points on here wrong?
Who?
Yours.
I just took 11 damage.
No, on my, like, legitimately just on Encounter Plus. For some reason, I had your hit points as a different value.
What was it?
It was set at 33, which is what I didn't get. It had your hit points at, or no, 38 as your maximum, and it also had your AC at 20. There you go. I got it fixed. All right, cool. Next in the order is going to be Cephas. Steve.
Is that like 35?
Sorry, say that again.
I can get to him, can't I?
Yes, he is 40 feet away from you.
I think I need to select my token again. It's not letting me do it. Just a sec.
Did you go into and select your token?
Yeah, I'm just doing it now.
I had to do that as well.
It auto-saved mine.
It's not letting me move it. Can you just move your twin locus if you can, please?
Yeah, I got you, buddy. Just moving up in front of him.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
And I will just attack. I'll be raging as well.
All right, cool. You draw your sword, ignite the flames on it, and the ground begins to shift and flow with every step you take. And remember, you get advantage on this first attack. So. Whew. I was so cold when I got home.
I know, right?
All right, that hits.
Winter.
I had to put sweatpants on.
Already winter weather.
Disgusting.
Don't say those evil words, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah,
All right.
my sister's boyfriend said the word "build a snowman" in my
Do
present.
you want to build a snowman?
I was like, "Don't you threaten me." No making those sorts of
All right.
threats.
You take, you swing down at this guy. As you do, you see that he shifts in place. You definitely hit him, but you feel that the swing probably just didn't do as much damage as you would have got on, this clean hit.
That fucker, he's using my tricks.
Is he a Jedi?
Oh no, it's almost like he has a reaction.
That asshole. That's my job.
And unfortunately,
man.
unfortunately with that hit, that does not hit. All right. It's gonna be that plus 2, so because your rage bonus. All right. From the background, this archer is going to shoot 2 arrows at Cephas. That is a nat 20, and that's a 23. So that is going to be 19. That's going to be 27. But since you're raging, obviously that's going to be divided. So you are going to take 13 points of damage.
Oh yeah.
All right. You see this one that's standing off to the side. It is going to take aim at you as well, Cephas. That's a miss. And that is a hit. All right. And that is going to be 16. So you're going to take 8 points of damage. I wish there was.
Bullshit. They're using all of my own abilities against us.
Funny enough, I like these. These are called Dark Tide Knights, by the way. I really like them just because they. I actually really like their art. They remind me of.
Candice Everdeen?
No. What the. No. What's his name? Kisame. Kisame from Naruto. It's because they kind of look like fish people, and they have the sword that's all, it looks like a whale's
we were
spine.
talking about the archers.
Oh no, these archers are just like these archers, like by their art, they just look like that.
Yeah.
But no, these archers all have a very similar design to these Dark Tide Knights.
That's why I said what I said.
Yeah. But it is Smith's turn. Smith, you watched this one run up to the middle of the battlefield. Cephas met up to meet him, got a nice, good swing into him, missed the second attack as archers are beginning to let fly arrows that are starting to pepper your ally in the middle of the battlefield.
Want to fireball everybody?
Okay.
Can he fireball everybody?
What's the distance on that?
Everyone but D1.
It's 150 feet, so you are definitely within range.
20-foot sphere.
Yeah.
20-foot radius sphere.
The 20-foot radius is what I was wondering about.
So yes, you could hit all of them. You just would not be able, unless you could hit the guy that Cephas is engaged with, but you would not be able to hit. You'd not be able to hit the whole cluster and that guy.
Let's do it.
Okay. God damn those fireballs. All right. So that means I need to make some dex saves, and your save is 16. Fail, pass, fail. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll the damage. Thank you.
29.
So fail, pass, fail. And these ones is going to be a pass, 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 and fail. Yeah, so you see them, you actually see them, taking this damage. The one that's in the very back, one of the archers in the very back, you see that they've taken a little bit more of this. Yeah, you know what? That's, I don't actually know if that's a thing.
It's not.
Um, look at something.
Oh god, yep, I'm last. Damn it.
Don't worry, I got you, buddy.
Do you though?
Nope, absolutely not. You're on your own.
I figured as much, asshole.
Sorry, I just have to check one thing.
Me too. My life decisions.
Yeah.
Well, it all started when you woke up one morning. You're like, man, I want to be a pirate.
I was like,
Don't you
well,
mean every morning?
well, wait. So I was looking into this, and I'm like, and Jared, you know exactly the ability that I'm thinking of. You know, they were just hit by a fireball. That does not work against fireballs.
No, it does not.
Yep. All right. Yeah, Smith. These archers are not very happy with you.
Yeah, you could have just easily asked me if it worked on fireballs, Lucas.
Smith, you are going to take 10 points of piercing damage as this archer that's in the background takes a dead-eyed shot at you.
Shield. Actually, no. I think I still have my arrow catching gloves, don't I?
You do. You do have arrow catching gloves. I fucking forgot about those. Yeah, you have gloves of missile snaring. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to roll a d10 plus your dexterity modifier, so 3, provided you have a free hand, which your Staff of Fire counts as your casting ability or your casting focus, which means you 100% have a free hand. So you are able to reduce the damage that I gave you by 7.
How much damage did you do? 10?
Sorry, say it again.
How much damage did you do altogether?
10.
Okay.
Yeah, so, because the way that those work is you can use your reaction to reduce the damage by 1d10 plus your dex mod. If you reduce it to 0, you can catch the missile if it's small enough for you to hold in that hand. So you're able to like swat this arrow away that's coming down.
Can I do something instead?
Sorry?
Can I do something instead of that?
What would you want to do in lieu?
Shield, maybe? Do I have multiple guys aimed at me? Do I know that?
Oh, these guys in the back that haven't fired yet, you can tell that they're all going to attack you.
And shield gives me that +5 AC for the entire round, right?
Yes, for the next round.
Okay, let's do that instead.
Okay.
Will that block this damage or no?
That would, yes. So we will say that, as this arrow flies out at you, as your reaction, you cast this spell, creating an arcane shield around you, and the arrow just plinks off of that.
Nice.
All right. So for the time being, you have a 22 AC until the start of your next turn. Iluna.
Crap, I lost the map, but
On the map.
that circle, that was the
Fireball.
fireball.
Yes.
Okay, probably thorn. The thorns on the ground. Spike growth.
Okay.
It's 150 feet range.
You should have left that
so
circle there,
that's-
Lucas.
It's all good. So you're doing spike growth?
Yeah, how big is this circle?
It's likewise a 20-foot radius.
Okay, I have to click on it. The 150 part is there.
That is the
20
range.
foot
That's
is
the
in the
150
Yeah.
foot is the range at which you can cast it.
I just thought the 20 foot was in the tiny description, but I have to click it for the big description, which is fine. So I'm gonna cast that and center it similarly
Okay.
to
All right. So you cast this, and you see the ground erupts underneath them. Um, yep, there you go.
Is that
So
all
what does that do?
I can do?
What it is it turns that area into difficult terrain for up to 10 minutes, so long as concentration is maintained, and any creature moving into that area or within the area takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Will that go away if it gets burned?
No. It's being that it is magical. The only way that it could go away is if Iluna stopped concentrating on it, or just like if something made her break concentration, or if she just dispels it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you. I will say, just remember, these 3 are on water horses.
The ones on fire.
The ones that
their
have that red
looks like
background.
they're on fire.
Yeah.
My head immediately thought fire. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think that's all I can do, because typically I do 2 attacks, but I can't do an attack and spell.
Yep.
I like back scratcher, Lucas.
So
Me too.
it's we used to have one like that. I'm sure it got broke or lost.
Back scratcher.
Back scratcher.
So are you commanding anime?
Somebody's close enough to attack D1, yeah? I
Yes.
think so. 5, 10.
Yep.
Good. So just do our typical flyby.
Okay, and then do you
And
want her? Do you want her flying
she
back
had
to
two.
you, or do you want her flying somewhere else?
Okay.
I guess like to halfway between, because, well,
So back to there.
how far away? Let's see.
He's 45 feet, so technically, to do her attack, she would have to go there, and then she could move back to there.
Okay, that's fine. That's
Okay.
what I was thinking anyhow. And
All
that
right.
puts her 5. She's still in range of the next set of, yeah, if she flew 60 feet again.
Yes.
Wait, she attacked just once? Can she attack twice, or did I make
She
that?
has extra attacks, so she can attack twice.
Well, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. She can attack twice while she's there.
Yes.
What do I click?
You just need to roll d20 plus, 5. Like,
Clicks.
Phenomena.
We went up.
oh yeah, because your proficiency bonus went up. So yes. So it would be a +6, because it's basically the same as like your dagger or short sword is the 2 hit.
Yeah. That's why 11 for the first
To all
one.
whom it may concern, I just evolved my Golbat into a Crobat.
Nice.
Great. And a 17 for
yes,
the...
the 17 hits.
Okay. Just a 6 slashing. 11 slashing. Or shredding, or whatever. Or...
All right. Me. It is your turn.
Yay.
I'm going to move
So
30 feet.
What's up, Stacey?
I was gonna say that the spike growth, they didn't move yet, so I can't tell if it affected them or not.
Right. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
There's
no way to know just yet
not a clue.
if it was effective.
Yeah, I'll move right about there, right behind Cephas.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fire my crossbow at D1.
D1.
The one that's right there in front of him.
Yep.
So that's going to be 16 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. He takes sneak attack damage.
Yep. Yes, he does.
So that one hits. So that is going to be 1d6 plus 4 piercing. So that's 10 plus 4d6. which is 9. So that's 19 damage. Is he a size larger than me?
What size are you? Are you small? 'Cause
I'm small.
He is. He is medium.
Cool. He takes an additional 7 damage, so that's 26 piercing damage. Is he dead?
He is not dead, but he is very hurt.
But in the meantime as well, after I deal sneak attack damage, I point to D3, who's 30 feet behind him, and I just say, the spirits are calling for you next, as he now takes 2d6 necrotic damage. As he starts hearing the spirits swirl around him. So he takes 4 necrotic damage. And then I reload my crossbow and I shoot at D1 again. Now, since it's a second attack, I don't get a second sneak attack.
Well, it's a bonus action attack.
Yeah, because it says once per turn, so I don't get that sneak attack again.
Correct.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always once per turn, but you would get a second attack.
Well, that's 26.
That hits.
And it's 9 more piercing damage from the crossbow.
All right. You rush up, and in this cacophony of just chaos, you take the shot.
Shooting a man, spirit screaming at another guy, and I shoot at this guy again.
Yeah. So you end up shooting him. As you do, you see this wave of water just begin to emit from this creature's body. And as you do, it only extends out so far around it. But Cephas, I need you to make me a strength saving throw. Ew. Okay. So in the chaos, not used to having somebody that is this small, that is going up and attacking right alongside you, Cephas. You were kind of caught off guard by me rushing up behind you and shooting at this guy. That as he dies, this wall of water just splashes out from him and just pushes you back 5 feet. You are going to take. It's going to round down to 2 points of bludgeoning damage as this wave pushes you back.
As he gets pushed back, he'll just go, sorry, mate, I didn't realize they exploded.
All right. Yeah. It is their turn as they are going to rush the 2 of you. Ooh. And one is going to attack me. And by the way, these 2 are attacking with lances. Like I said, as they are on these water horses, they are marching up and they are taking a stab with the lance that they hold. So that one's going to miss. And then...
they jousting.
Yeah, kind of. And that one is going to go after Cephas, which that one also misses.
Did they take their damage?
No, they do not take damage because they are on water horses.
Mm-hmm. Does that seem obvious that they didn't?
Oh yeah, these horses just moved through the spike growth in its entirety without any complication. Albina.
Sorry, my cat just attacked my face while I was sitting there listening. So,
okay.
just give me a moment.
Yeah, that's fine. Take a moment.
Thanks.
Handle the fact that your cat is now a hitman.
Did your camera go away?
Yeah, Lucas's camera did die.
Oh, did it? Oh, shit.
Died. Who's too busy looking at ghosts again?
Oh,
He's too
There we go.
busy trying to process the bullshit of his
Turned off.
goblin rogue.
Now it says
Yeah,
the
my
camera's
cat
turned
was
off.
taking after me's sneak attack
Yeah.
because it was like right after that happened. He came over, sat, and looked at me, bit my forehead, and grabbed my ears with his teeth.
Jesus.
And I'm like, I had to like grab him by the back of his like little thing there, but I'm not bleeding this time,
Bruh.
so
Oh, that's
So
good.
the captain isn't happy that I massacred
yeah, you know,
somebody.
I like your voice. No, I'm just kidding.
It's okay. Nobody likes my voice, not even my own group.
Nope, not at all.
That's right. Don't you ever forget.
How far can I move again? I'm sorry.
You can move 30 feet, so you could move up next to Cephas if you so chose.
Yeah, I'm gonna move right up there as I cast my spirit guardians.
Okay.
Well, let me just cast them real quick.
Yep, you cast Spirit Guardians.
Which I think I can only do at a level 3, right? Or
That is the first or second level. Or wait, no, I'm sorry. No, you're right. I was looking at spiritual weapon. Yes. And I meant to put the volcanic rage on Cephas. There we go.
There we go.
Bring it on.
Alrighty, so I will cast that and I can't. That 5 feet in between me and D2 is not enough. I'm really 10 feet away from him, right?
Yes, you are 10 feet away.
Okay.
So you would have to have a weapon that had reach in order to hit them with a physical attack.
Oh, good. I'll just use my Goblin's Bane.
That does not have reach.
It does say. Oh, I'm sorry.
It has 5 foot reach. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I should have been specific. It should have 10 foot reach.
Oh,
Something like a halberd or a lance or a spear would be more applicable.
Gotcha. Disregard my.
It's all good.
Oh, yeah, I think I will. My bonus action. I'm sorry. My D&D Beyond is so weird right now. Like, I'm scrolling like one spot and it goes up like 10.
Yeah, your Spirit Guardians was a full action, so you still have a bonus action, which you could use to cast your cantrip Forge Elemental Weapon. That would be about the most that you could do.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see. Which one was my bonus action? Yeah, I will do that, and it's gonna be a flaming sword.
Okay. So you forge a flaming sword. I kind of want to believe that, like, anytime that you were to do this, just since you have like the fiery hair, just like, you know, a flick of an ember, you know, like curls, like comes out from your hair, and you just grasp it and ignite this sword in your hand. So you now have a flaming sword, or a sword made of flame. All right.
Right on the dead body, D1.
What's that?
I'm gonna set it right on top of that dead body and D1.
No. You forge it in your hand.
Oh, I thought this. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
So no, it's fine. Well, you know what? Actually, no. I guess it is the case. You forge an element within 15 feet of you. So it would be, being that you naturally have fire, you know, you can automatically just do that. But if, like, let's say for example, there was a bit of snow within 15 feet of you, you could turn that into an ice blade. Or if there was like a rock within 15 feet of you, you could turn that into a blade or a weapon that deals bludgeoning damage.
That's right. I was thinking that it's like my.
That it had that range, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Got
Nope. It's all good.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So this one is going to go up, and it is going to charge at Albina. That misses. Christ alive.
And let me roll for my spirit guardians.
Yep. Yeah, because all these motherfuckers are going to have to make that save. Okay.
It's taking its time. I should just roll for all three of them, and then you can disregard.
No, yeah, you can just roll for the one, and we'll just take it as is.
Okay.
So we'll do that. This guy takes half, and this guy takes that amount. God, I hate those AoEs. All right, it is Iggy's turn in the background.
You hear that, Lucas? You hate AoE, so you should be proud that I can only target 1 to 2 people a turn.
Yeah, for the most part, I do. All right, so we are going to do this thing that I've kind of been wanting to do with Iggy ever since I came up with the idea. So Iggy is going to attempt to cast his... actually, no, he is just going to straight up cast Ice Knife. He's actually now rolling with a +6. So I got to make sure I update him.
For a second, I thought you were going to say he's going to attempt to use Ice Ball, which is just Fireball, but ice.
Oh, yeah. Well, true. All right. So that one in the middle is going to take 5 points of damage. And then all these guys on the outside have to make dex saves. Okay. So one. You see that Iggy, he grabs that, he forges that that knife made out of ice and throws it at the one in the center, which explodes out at the others. Rather than they take minimal damage, but they do take damage. All right. So, seeing this whole situation, that what the fuck? Seeing this whole situation that's playing out in the middle of the battlefield between the knights and you guys, these ones in the back are going to take aim at those that have yet to move. So this one is going to go after Iluna.
Oh, but I didn't do nothing.
That is a hit. So Iluna, you are going to take 10 points of damage, and then I also need you to make a concentration saving throw. And the DC's. So as you take this hit, you know your eyes sort of cross a bit, and you kind of daze out as the spike growth recedes as you fail the concentration save.
Pissy.
Smith, this one is going to target you, and those both miss because your AC is still 22. And then it's Yu's turn.
You didn't do shit.
Not yet.
Well,
but
now
it's
you're going to
but
push
now's
it.
your chance.
Oh, it is okay. I'm like, you hasn't done anything. What are you
I know.
talking about?
I know. It's your turn.
You's gonna cast Fireball on the
Okay.
archers.
All right. That's going to hit all of them, so I'm not even going to put the circle up. So go ahead and roll your damage. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. So all but 2 succeed.
Damn it. And is this a house right here?
No, that is that's one of the small cornfields, or like crop fields that is yet to be fully planted.
Okay, well he's gonna hide behind the fence.
Uh, it's like 2 slats. You're still
slats.
very visible.
Nah, he's clearly hiding.
I
You can't see
He
me.
hides like my nephew.
It's
Yeah.
it's like the whole thing. If I can't see you, you can't see
Yeah,
me. So he's just covering his eyes.
Yeah. I like this isn't even gonna be like quarter cover. Like you're just like a big green target on the other side of the fence. All right.
Pick
Top of
you
the order.
specific for being
Top of the order is going to be this archer.
here.
So that is going to be yeah. We're gonna go after Okay. So
Who are you going after?
oh, sorry. I was going after you. Septus, it is your turn.
I'm so sorry he exploded on you.
He didn't explode on me.
Shut up.
Okay. I'm gonna go. If I got similar amount of damage.
Sorry, say that again. Steve. Steve.
Stacy's camera is buffering too, so
Oh shoot, I see that.
they might have just lost any form of connection.
No.
Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna go get a piece of cake.
Batty.
Leave me alone.
Did you say fatty?
I did. I think I'm gonna go get a bowl of fruit. I'll be right back.
Yep.
I eat when I'm depressed, and I'm depressed because I'm fat. Well, I guess he used the greatsword because I mean the rolls are there,
He did.
but they're not here. There's one. There's two.
Oh, are we back?
Yep.
I was just about to send a message saying Neck is being weird. It's just, I think it's just a Discord thing though, because I think the rest of the net was fine. Whatever.
So who's taking 16 of the damage? I'm assuming D.
So you
D2.
doing things?
Yeah, I rolled my damage. Did it come over?
It did. Do me a favor and make me a strength saving throw.
Alright, we're back now. Yeah, it was D2.
Sorry, what did you get? Oh, yeah. All right. You are able to withstand the battering, and you only take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wouldn't D4 have to make the save too?
D4? No, there is a reason though.
Damn their special abilities. Broken ass characters.
Okay. Have I got a second attack still?
You do.
I think I do, don't I? Okay. I'll attack D4 as well.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not good. Swing and a miss.
Yes, unfortunately. All right. Okay. Guys in the back. You know what? I know who they're going to go after. All right, that's going to be 2 hits against me.
Excuse you?
Excuse you.
Hitting yourself.
That's going to be 12 from one attack and 16 from another.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'll take the 12.
Yep. You reduce the
And
other one to
then-
8.
I'm reducing the other one to 8 with shadowy defense. It's just from the Shadowfell tattoo.
Oh.
I get it from that and the other one, but the only reason I keep the tattoo is because it gives me 120 dark vision.
Gotcha. Hey, that works, though.
So I only take 20.
All right.
I want to.
Smith.
My turn?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Actually, before we do that,
No.
Moving around.
they realize what's gonna happen.
My con save. Freaking failure.
Go ahead, Smith.
Are there still bloody by any means?
The 4 that are clustered together, one of them is bloodied.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay. So another fireball.
31 damage.
Okay, gotta see here. All right, 2 of them succeed. You said it was 20. You said how much? 31.
31.
Okay. If with that you do kill the one. All right. And that is this one's turn, who is going to move down here similar to you, but is going to shoot back at Smith, hitting with 1 attack. Smith, you're going to take 14 points of piercing damage.
Can I shield again?
You can shield.
Dispersing
Unfortunately, it would
archers.
still hit. So,
Okay.
yes, you can still shield though. So that will be back up to 22 for the time being.
No. What are the other guys aiming at me or no?
Are the other guys aiming at you? I mean, with the fireball just going off in their face, they're still kind of reeling.
I'll reduce my damage instead of doing my shield.
Okay, go ahead and roll your D10. And then that's going to be whatever that is plus that. So that is going to allow you to reduce it to 0. As you... Or wait, actually... No, sorry. It allows you to reduce it to 1 as you bat this away and just kind of like the blade of the arrow shaft cuts your hand.
Okay.
All right. Iluna.
How many times can you do that?
Who, Smith?
Yeah.
It's a reaction, so once per turn.
Oh.
Okay, which of these are looking least, these archers looking least damaged?
They all look about the same.
Looking dispersed archers.
Yeah, Aaron, these are the gloves that Smith has.
I'm gonna use the radiant option with my moon bow.
Okie dokie.
I haven't done that in so long. I just know I have to click off a little box. Or don't. I'll click the box and nothing happens.
Then you didn't click the right
Do
box.
I just... Oh, it finally showed up. It was being slow. So I just do the +8 and then...
Yeah, you just make an attack as normal. It's just when the attack hits, the target must roll a con save or be blinded for a round. Yeah, so that definitely is going to hit. Which one are you attacking?
Map. One of these ones on the edges. Since they
Put it on the edge.
wandered off and decided, how about A6?
Okay.
Went dispersed. I'm kind of pissy. My spike growth allowed them to disperse a bit easier. Or the fact it went away.
So that is going to be a fail on its part. So they are blinded for the time being. And then go ahead and roll the damage for that attack.
Damage.
Okay. 6 points of damage.
And then what's that? Oh, and then I could expend a spell slot to give 2d8s. But that would that be an extra action?
That is something. Your bow has the two abilities. One is that you can use your action to expend a charge and take a shot. The other one is that when you hit a creature with your bow, you can expend a spell slot to deal additional radiant damage to it. So yeah,
okay. But that would be a separate action. I want to shoot the one nearest them.
Okay.
That's not too far away, is it? No.
What, this
A3.
one? Yeah, no.
A3. The same thing. I have some blinded archers, hopefully. Click.
Oh shit.
Yep. All right, and con save. That's a save because that meets your save. Or actually, no, that exceeds it because you have a 13. So they are not blinded. Still going to take the damage though.
Hoping to have a couple blind archers, and then anime at one of these close.
3 or 4.
Water horse guys. 3 or 4 what?
Which one are you attacking?
Oh, D 3 or 4. 3, I suppose.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the attacks.
Oh,
That's a miss. Second attack.
try again, anime.
That's a hit.
Woo, all 10 damages.
All right. And then I imagine that she is flying
it's
back.
Flying back. Yeah.
Same spot or somewhere else?
Sure, similar spot.
Okay. All right. It's going to be me.
Oh wait, I have a bonus action. Oh
Nope.
wait, it's
I'll say,
telling anime what.
It's telling
that's a
anime to do
bonus
stomping
action.
as a bonus action.
Yeah, I keep wanting to use my friendship bracelet, but now I've got anime. She's better.
Bird. Bird is the word.
Bird.
I'm going to do D4.
Keep it PG there, buddy.
That's 23 to hit.
I imagine you're moving up to there.
No, I'm shooting him.
Oh, gotcha.
I want to make these people explode. I don't want to get close.
Gotcha. Okay, that hits.
Sorry, Steve.
Roll
all right,
damage.
Since there's an ally within 5 feet, he also takes sneak attack damage again.
Mm-hmm.
But let's do this. Hey, I'm going to use my piercer feat and re-roll that.
Okay.
You okay there, Lucas?
Yep.
I'll take that.
Oh boy, cool. 7 points of damage now. Go and roll that.
7 piercing damage. Plus sneak attack for 46.
Yep.
Not a decent roll. Decent enough. 15.
Okay.
D3 is going to take Whales of the Grave.
Okay.
That's 10 necrotic damage to D3.
That's crazy that's just automatic damage.
And then I'm going to shoot a second shot at D4.
Okay.
That's 17.
That does hit.
That's 10.
All right. Cephas, strength saving throw.
Okay.
It's only automatic when there's sneak attack damage, and I
Yeah.
think it's 3 of them.
Oh yeah. You buffer. You buffer that damage. You're only going to take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
All right, guys, 2 for 2.
All right. You see this one hops down off of his horse. Hannah, I need you to roll that Spirit Guardians because I think it's when they start their turn. I also have to do the damage for Cephas.
Yes. 1 second there.
Yeah, first time in its turn. Okay. Yeah. So that's a wisdom save. Okay. Succeeds.
Okay, it's going slowly.
Rolling. Rawhide. Don't you laugh over there, Lucas.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, Hannah.
I can't.
I know it's
Yes.
been a
Oh,
I know it's been a
Hannah.
while.
Good.
I'm sorry?
Actually thought about pug cam. the
There's
other
a
day.
pug.
Like you haven't done pug cam in an age.
Wait, oh! I was just waiting for my dice. Hold on.
That's-
Hi there!
That's how you get more viewers for all
Look,
your
I'll even put my camera on
content
just for the
making?
pug.
Oh, it's a little pug.
Just for the pugs. Hi. Oh, what the babe. What a babe. Oh my gosh.
He's like, I'm gonna get a new house next week. Huh. So I'm getting a new house next week. I'm gonna live with my grandma. Huh. You gonna live with Pug
And a
Grandma?
bunch
Mm.
Huh?
of yard to run around.
You gonna live with Pug Grandma?
Wait, what?
Kaylee and I are moving in with my mom.
You're getting rid of the baby?
No, we're taking him with us. We're
okay.
Kaylee and I are going to sell our house and we're moving in with my mom.
But
So
he
we're
is selling
we're
Bo.
yeah, we are
Oh,
yeah,
jeez.
absolutely.
I
So
thought
yeah, selling my
something was
dog.
going
No.
on, man.
No. We're that's it. We're Thursday, in fact, is when we're moving everything. So I know I said Pug Grandma.
7 damage. Does that mean it dies?
Wow.
17 damage.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because technically, at the start of its turn, it's not in front of me.
You're right, it's not. But it is still not dead.
Damn it!
Because luckily it succeeded that. And you see that he is going to step down off of his water horse. And as soon as he does, he is going to take... he is shit, I should probably... Yeah. Right. That's a miss, and that's a miss. Motherfucker.
I just kind of imagine he steps down with a short sword, and every time he goes to stab, me has his rapier, and he just kind of blocks it both times.
I'm so angry.
Or he
that
just swings over his head because he's used to swinging at a medium
so
character.
angry that there's to attack me.
Yeah, he's just swinging over top of me. Said, "Why are you so tiny?"
Albina, it is your turn. She's not here anymore.
Bye.
Oh no!
My turn, right?
No, it would be Iggy's.
Look, she got.
Hannah, it's your turn.
Anna! I dropped my popcorn.
What?
Eh.
Everybody has Discord
Hannah.
issues.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi.
It's all good. Yep, it's your turn. You can do whatever you want.
Well,
Or not.
let's see. So,
Yeah, you have the choice to skip your turn if you truly want to.
excuse me?
You're excused.
No, I don't think you heard the H in there. Where the
Yeah, we had me was one of our group too.
Wait, I still am in the group.
For now, you know.
Wait a minute.
down? I don't know why it won't let me move. Down above me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack
Okay.
D3.
Yep. All you have to do is hit.
I wonder what did so much damage to him.
God damn it.
Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna. Okay, there it goes. I'm gonna use my. It's still a regular attack for the elemental weapon now.
Yeah, you go to where your cantrip is located, and you click the +6 that's there, and it deals 2d8 of whatever particular damage.
So it's just a cantrip. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just once you actually craft it, it's just an action to swing with it. It just becomes a weapon at that point.
Okay. And the suspense. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Oh, that was. I think I got a. 15. Is that what I got?
I don't know. We don't see that part yet.
I don't see anything going yet. Oh my gosh.
There it is, a
Yeah,
15. That
15.
hits. Yeah, you, like I said, you don't even actually have to roll the damage because you're dealing 2d8. So you swipe your sword down.
How much health did I have left?
It had 1 fucking hit point.
Ah,
That's why I was like, you don't even have to
Um,
roll. But you see that this time it does not explode. You actually see that whenever it does, the water horse that was behind it just sort of like harmlessly splashes to the ground and just kind of cascades across the area.
It was the horses that caused the explosion.
Of course it was.
Of course, of course.
Do you do anything as a bonus action? Hannah.
Oh, yeah. If you don't want your own thing, we have the friendship bracelet. Rad Strike's helpful. I'm not like. I mean, use your own stuff if you prefer, obviously.
so my spiritual weapon is a bonus action, right? Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, you summon that as a bonus action, and then subsequently on your turns, you can use a bonus action to move it and make an attack.
That's what I wanted. I don't know why I was thinking it was the same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna summon my spirit weapon.
Okay.
That one I do choose where it goes, right?
Yeah, you choose up to, I believe, 60 feet away.
So what's the closest I can get it to A1?
To A1, you could just get it right up next to them.
Yeah, let me just put it right there.
Okay. And go ahead and make the attack.
Swing, better, swing.
And 5 minutes later, you'll get the roll. I'm gonna try it on my phone. I'm gonna try doing D&D. I don't know if it works better or quicker.
I don't know. My one buddy Eric that I play with on throughout the week, he has the same issue. That misses.
Oh, I'm sorry. When it says to hit, I thought ignore my roll.
No, yeah, I mean that is. Oh yeah, the damage. All right, no worries. It is Iggy's turn. Iggy's going to move up to here, and you see that he looks back at Smith. He looks up at you. He's like, I'm gonna try this, and he is going to attack with his firebolt, but is going to try and convert it into ice. Smith, do me a favor. Make me an Arcana check. All right. And he is going to... All right. So, you see, you're watching Iggy as he is going through the process of casting the spell. You've actually seen, I mean, you know the firebolt spell, you know it innately. And you're watching him cast this, and you're watching him cast it in the way that you are explaining to him about how you can like adjust spell components. And you see that as he shoots this out, it is now comprised of ice as it blasts across the field and hits A1, dealing 11 points of ice damage.
Nice.
All right. Now, these guys, they are going to take aim at Albina, seeing the spirit guardians flitting around her. That is a hit. That is a hit. That is also a hit, and that is also a hit.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Didn't do it.
Albina, you are going to take 20,
Death.
31, 51 points of piercing damage. As
Like-
these two sort of drop to their knees almost in quick succession, they pull back their bows, aim directly at your chest, letting out 2 arrows each that almost knock you to the ground. I need you to make actually don't even worry about rolling because your concentration actually no. Yes, actually you would worry about it. Because each one of them is going to be made for each one. So that would be... All right, so make 2 concentration saves for me, which would be a Constitution saving throw. And for the first one, you need to get a 15 or higher.
It just flipped from that 18 to the 4. That's a low blow.
No, it hasn't popped. Okay, well, there it did on my side. Okay, so yeah, you don't have to roll again because that was the first attack. So that just means that your concentration is now broken. Which means that your spirit guardians are no longer around.
Then my weapon, is it still there or no?
Your weapon is a different thing. Your spirit weapon is not concentration. That's just there for the next minute.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, the only thing that you had that was concentration was the spirit guardians, which are now down. All right. And it is going to be Yu's turn.
Can I get that 20-foot sphere?
Where do you want it?
Would I be able to hit A4, A1, and A5? No.
Wait, that's not the full size. You want to? No, you'd be able to get 3 of them. Yeah, you could get like your selection of 3.
Okay.
Yeah, no, those are the 3 I wanted.
Okay.
Fireball.
Spell save DC 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fail, and pass. So I was going left to right, so go ahead and roll the damage.
That's decent.
Okay. So, 2 of them go down. The one is still standing. But barely. Cephas, top of the order. See, there are still 3 archers that are moving across the battlefield.
I still see my spirit guardian, but
So what do you say?
I'm gonna refresh the page.
Sorry, Steve, say that again?
You say again, mate? My headset disconnected.
It's fine. It's your turn, and there are still 3 archers that are surrounding the battlefield. 2 to the north and 1 to the south.
Just get to that guy. Okay, cool. Nice. We're attacking E6.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the damage.
I think my Discord out when you sent this image. What are these gloves?
Oh, I was just putting those up for Aaron. Those are Smith's gloves of missile snaring.
Oh, okay.
Those are those are the things that allow him to reduce the damage. Unfortunately, that misses Cephas. That's the thing that allows him to reduce damage from incoming missiles. That one hits. Go ahead and roll the damage. And reduce the damage or catch it.
Smith, those will look better on Albina.
Yeah, those gloves. I nearly said something similar, but I didn't want to interrupt. I was like, what did he put them up for? I don't remember.
Yeah, Albina.
Me, or Albina, Luna will fight him for it. We can each get one.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll win, though. Smith will fireball us
Yeah.
right away.
I was gonna say, yeah, the effectiveness of them just goes down. So it's 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier divided by 2 if you're each wearing one.
I'd be okay with that.
That'd be. I'll say you're basically just like.
I just want them as a fashion accessory, though.
Yeah. All right, Septis, you take a mighty swing, but they dodge out of the way of it. You do hit them, but you don't do, you don't feel, kind of like the one before, you don't feel like you did as much damage as you could have. All right. This one back here is going to move and run down the battlefield as it takes aim at Cephas.
Bless you.
Man, poor Cephas.
With both of those hitting, it's going to be it's going to be 8 damage to Cephas. Oh, that's right. This is the one that's blind. Yeah, this one didn't even
blind.
Fuck. Actually, you know what? If that's the case, it wouldn't have been able to do the reduction, and I actually just realized that. So it would have taken, motherfucker, it would have taken all that damage. Damn. Oh man, that's rough. All right.
Going a blind or
but yeah, it is. Yeah, actually, you know what, Cephas, roll that hit again.
Well, the damage.
No. Roll to hit again.
Oh, roll to hit again. Okay.
Yep.
Lucas fucked up.
I did, because I forgot that this thing is blinded and attack rolls have advantage. So go ahead and roll your damage again. Because that one would have been the 14 and 26 would have been your first hits. Unless you want to fish for a nat 20, that 16 does a hit.
I'll just roll with that.
Okay. All right. Not looking good. Still alive, just barely. If you want to roll that hit to see if you would have gotten the nat 20, we can. You are more than welcome to.
All right.
Do another loaded damage.
No, close, but not too bad. Okay, so yeah, it is their turn. They cannot see, so they are just going to fire blindly in the direction. That means that it is going to have disadvantage. Yep, nope, both of those miss. You just see this thing. You see them like frantically shooting, just 2 arrows fling off in different directions. Smith, it is your turn.
You're praying?
Probably firebolt from one. Everyone's bloody, right?
They're all bloodied. The one that's fighting Cephas is probably the worst off. Actually, the one to the north and south are the worst off ones. The one that's kind of in the middle of the battlefield is a little bit hardier.
I'll go for the south one, southern one.
Okay, the one that is
motherfucker
behind the fence.
Only the fire chromatic orb, actually.
Okay.
Which one are you going for?
Oh man, casting one of your own spells and not using your staff. It's crazy. Yeah, they die.
Yeah.
You
They
hurl
sound so defeated.
you hurl a 4-inch diameter sphere. You chuck this ball of fire at him. This little ball of fire at him, and it's like they're like I said, kind of like you was, like duck down behind this fence. They take a peek up as it would have been their turn as they're going to take the shot, and just it like right into their head, scorches their face, knocks them out, killing them in the process.
Nice.
Iluna.
Where did Anime go?
She's literally right in the middle of the battlefield.
She's not in the turn order.
Well, no, because she takes her turn at your request.
I know, but she was there.
She was, and I took her out because I always add her in error because Iggy gets his own turn. Anime takes her turn after yours.
Yes. How are these? I guess A3's more hardy and needs dealt with.
Yeah, she needs some bludgeoning.
Some bludgeoning.
Some piercing?
No, I'm just gonna
All of you.
launch an arrow.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful. My
Nat 20!
Nat 20. All right. Yeah. Roll that damage. All right. Again, we always go with the first one, so it's going to be 10 plus 8, which is 18 points of damage. She is still standing, but you have almost downed her.
Cool. I'd just take a quick another shot at her then. Or not.
Unfortunately, that
Either
one
that.
misses.
Will inspiration help?
You could spend
thinking-
4 points of inspiration.
Ugh, I'm sitting on a ton and I never ever use them.
Sounds like the perfect time to use
I
it.
don't know where they're at.
They're in your inventory. They're the second item.
Well, I'll change that in a minute. 4 of them, and then that would hit.
Yep. All right, so roll the damage. All right. A little bit of added inspiration from your time journeying.
Aww.
You kill it.
He's sad. Anime's left. Is she close enough for A8? I think
She
so.
A6.
she is and would have just enough
Oh, it is a
space to
6,
move
I'm
out.
blind.
Yep. So attacks. Her 2 attacks would get advantage. Yep. All right. With one mighty shred of the throat, Anime is able to slice her open like a goddamn fish.
Ugh.
I don't think I've ever been the last in the battle, or not in a really long time.
All right. With that, combat is over. As the chaos of the situation begins to die down, you can see the townsfolk, slowly peering out through the trees. As you see Griselda beginning to march her way back up, like throwing off some of the soldiers. As she runs up, with hammer in hand and shield in the other, seeing you guys take them down in what was the culmination of about 18 seconds. And you see that as she's running up to join the battle, she like stops about midway across the field. She goes, "Well, I must say, that was quite the show." And that's where we're going to end it for today. Because...
Aw, but I want to yell at the guards and tell them how they're useless, and then yell at the
Actually, yes.
You can do that.
Expecting a touch of role play, not anything.
They were running off.
We can definitely address that at the beginning of next session, because I think Griselda also has a word to say to them as well. But I'm starting to get a like a slight pain in the back of my throat, and my head is killing me, and I'm tired as shit. No, probably not. At least not for a little bit, because I gotta go sit in a dark room for like 10 minutes.
But yeah, I want to make a point that in the next session, me's going to make fun of the guards and claim this is why you've never been caught, and then make fun of the fishermen and say this is why it's so easy to rob you guys.
Yeah. I would not argue with that, with those points. All right.
Was this what we were called down for? This was the trouble that Never Ember sent us to check out.
I mean,
I thought there was different trouble.
I mean, specifically, Never Ember. I'm gonna stop the stream there, by